Today on JG9 Live, we kick off the divisional round up in Denver between two teams looking to make it to the AFC Championship. If Buffalo wins, it's their second straight appearance in the AFC Championship. For Denver, Bo Nix looking to make it to his first AFC Championship, and the Broncos looking to make it for the first time since 2015 after getting the #1 seed and winning 13 of their last 14 games. Who's going to take it? It's Josh Allen, the Bills. It's Bo Nix, and the Broncos. And it's right here on JG9 Live. Here we go. All right, everyone, welcome to the divisional round of the playoffs, and we are here for this battle between Buffalo and Denver. We got the game between the Niners and the Seahawks later today. We'll be live for that one, so don't you worry about that. Let me just get this more situated in the frame. There we go. All right, so if you've never been to one of these streams before, why can we face in the championship? Does that make life easier? Yep. Yep. Oh, man. Never been to one of these streams. How it works is like this. Fire away on the channel any questions you might have. I'll be happy to answer about anything and everything. Any donation, get your question right away. Otherwise, I just go into the order they see and vote in that poll. Who do you think wins this one, the Bills or the Broncos? If you are a member, you can share your support for either one of these teams using the emojis in the chat. We got the emojis for the Bills and for the Broncos. I see New York weather fans starting things off with a tour. Appreciate you a ton. Gonna count toward the Michigan game. How about deal got finalized? Yep, a 9-year deal. Yep. Are you in number one yet? You are. You are number one. There you go. Early start. Oh, Vandy missed to tie the game. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Come on, Florida. I do not have that game on because I don't have enough TV space. But right, got you on Michigan. Yep, got you on Michigan. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, as always. Early start to number one. So, first Broncos-Bills game since 1991 in the playoffs to the AFC Championship. What's the rare advantage of the title? Just helps for search visibility. That's all it is. That's just helps for search visibility. Just test some stuff out with the algorithm. How's it going, Michael? Yinzo the drill. Yep, it seems to have ended for now. Oh, let's go. Dan with a tour. Can't pick. It's like picking a favorite kid. Both these teams, very good seasons. Both these teams should be a good one. Should be a really good one. I appreciate you a ton. NJ Card fan, appreciate you tuning in. Dan, which game do you want me to do? We'll get you on the call for it. Which game do you want me to do? I will get you on for the You Make the Call. It's like picking a favorite kid. Yep, that's what happens when we have two teams. Zurich weather fan again with a tour. Appreciate you. Gets you back at number one. Let's go. Let's go. I cheer for my family's favorite team or the team that stole Peyton Manning. I mean, the Colts released him, so now let me get the number one. I don't blame you. I don't blame you there. Well, NJ Card fan giving membership. You guys coming hot right now. Raidger for getting this one. As a member, I'll get you on Michigan as well. Which game do you want, NJ Card fan? I'll get you on the call for it. Which game do you want? I will get you on. I appreciate you a ton. Let me just put this in as a member. And Jason gifting a membership. Woo, you guys coming in hot so far. Which game do you want, Jason? I'll get you on the call for that one. Oh my goodness, guys. You want Hoosiers Wolverines. Get you on it. Peacocks are inner circle. I love it. I love it. I'll get you on Michigan as well. This is the last day for this to make the call. So just keep that in mind. You guys coming in hot so far. The game hasn't even started yet. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you guys a ton. As members, you get a lot of cool perks. Name at the end of each video. Members-only Q&A streams. And emojis in the chat. This is the last day for this to make the call. I appreciate all you guys a ton. You guys are awesome so far. We're going to have two games to tonight. But Bills, Broncos, and the Broncos win. It's their first appearance in the AFC Championship since 2015 when they last met with Peyton Manning. Prem takeaways today. Ooh, Tottenham, Frank's getting sacked in the morning. I think that's the big takeaway. I was shocked by Man City today. I was shocked by that result. But disappointing game by Fulham and looked a bit lethargic. And then, obviously, Spurs. I mean, you can't lose to West Ham like that. He's getting sacked in the morning. He is getting sacked. All right, Bills, Broncos, about to get underway in just a little bit. Bills in the whites, Broncos in the orange. If the Broncos win, it's their first playoff win in over 10 years. Bills looking to make it to the AFC Championship for the third time under Josh Allen and Sean McDermott. We'll see if they can do it here. Broncos home field advantage throughout the rest of the playoffs. Bills, the designated road team for the rest of the playoffs, so we'll know where the AFC Championship is after today. The Broncos win, we know it's going to be in Denver. The Broncos lose, and the Bills win, we know it is going to be whoever wins Houston, New England. Yeah, they might be legit. Man, you might be legit. I could see that. Gives that to start. My heart's going nuts. Might be a neutral fan. Oh, I can't wait for tomorrow. Just wait until tomorrow. Yeah, Florida wins. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Now that he's working on the book cover or hiring proofer, that's awesome. That is awesome. Fingers crossed it all seems to be going according to plan. We already have the deepest playoff run since 2015. Yep. They already have. Champagne has 5 13-win seasons. Only Belichick has more. Yep, he is quite the coach. I think if he makes Super Bowl, he's a Hall of Famer. I think we know that for sure. If any lose 2 in a row after starting off 16-0. Well, Florida's a darn good team. How's it going, Nicholas? Appreciate you tuning in. All right, let's get this one away. Yeah, Liverpool might be in for a long year next year. We will see on that. We will see. A lot to decide there. A lot to decide there. Harbaugh's now official. Yep, 5 years, $100 million. Memo Ohio and OT. Yep, that big 3 at the end. All right, Broncos getting it to start. Let's do this thing over on CBS Divisional round underway. Broncos going right to left. Bills going left to right. Kickoff return to the 25, and that is where he'll be stopped right around the 26-yard line. Yeah, I think Lee's starting to figure it out. Lee is starting to figure it out, and that's big because we know the forwards are really good for Florida, but the guard play has been the concern. And already we have an injured player for Buffalo on the kickoff return. Yeah, I got that sports talk, yeah. Stafford's going to be a Hall of Famer after the Rams get BT by the Bears. I don't think that's going to make a difference. Right, they also have the 3 at the buzzer, yes. Yeah, took a shot to the head, or actually delivered the shot. And this is a banged up Bills he has. Dorian Williams is the man who was down for Buffalo. He led with the head, and it was, yeah, not great. Looking live at J29 Central, yep. Yep, out of the current score bugs, yep. Out of the current score bugs, I like the CBS bug the best. Me too, yep, me too. I think that's the best one. It's the cleanest. Flyers on a free fall, it does seem that way. Yeah, and the Rangers, oh, man. After that letter, they win by that much. They were up 6-1 at one point. That's nuts. He was a little upset about Kentucky basketball win. I don't blame you as a Tennessee fan. I get you. Kentucky, Tennessee, I think both teams make the tournament. I've seen enough with both teams. I think they're going to bounce back and make the tournament. 31-11 in shots. Jeez, yeah, the game will never start. Tony Romo is back, unfortunately. Fortunately for earlier drums, he's back. Byron Stiller's Bucks. I think you got to sell. I think you got to rebuild at this point. Be funny if it's Bills Pats. Oh, man, that would be a crazy one. JJ on Bug better than Fox. It has a background, at least. At the very least, has a background. It's about the 26-yard line. When we get back here, again, we have an injury timeout. Dorian Williams. We have a banged-up Bills defense as it stands already. Bar Steelers Sixers, I think they're going to buy. The new NBC bug, I like it. I think the old bug was better. I just am not crazy about the font at the bottom. I think it's a bit too wide, a bit too stretched out. It's like wide Latin font, but I'm okay with it. Mets are paying for Bichette, Summering the Phillies. The Phillies. I don't get what the Mets are doing. It's like they're in rebuild mode, but then they give out these insane contracts. You don't pay Alonso because injuries, but then you sign Bichette to a crazy deal. It doesn't make sense to me. Mariners are disappointing over the last few years. Yes, they are. Hope they be better than that. Yeah, I thought they'd be better than that, Nicholas. Yeah, Charlie Kirk getting a yellow card today in the English football tier. I couldn't believe there was a real player named that. I could not believe there was a real player with that name. You'd be innovative. Remove the background, you coward. Remove the background. We're just gonna pretend. You pretend on the logos. Kate's got to be on the USC desk week. Ooh, they're 3 wins away from improving the record on 24-25. They are. That is a good question, Billy. That's a really good question. Master doesn't think Kentucky will make the tournament. I think they will. I think they're going to make it. All right, so after the injury time out to Dorian Williams, we're back on the way again. If you like what we see, that like button, subscribe, helps the channel a ton. Yep, we catch the ball. Mariners have won one cup in 86 years, a New York City sports team. At a time where, I think for half of that stretch, or a good chunk of that stretch, there are only 6 teams in the league. Issue with the Mets that Stearns wants to rebuild and Cohen wants to go all in. Yeah, it seems like there's a divide. I don't get it. Great score bug, yep. Out of the background, that's the bug. All right, Broncos going right to left. Bills left to right here. Knicks in the gun, empty backfield. 3 at the bottom of the screen. Knicks fakes the handoff. He's going to try and step up, fires middle of the field. That ball is caught, and that'll be a first down to the 38-yard line. Pat Bryant, the 3rd-round pick out of Illinois. Get it, things start off with a gain of 12. So a good start there for Bo Nix in his second of a playoff game. Or these teams made the playoffs last time. Last year they made the playoffs, and Buffalo won that one 31-7. Broncos got off to a good start. Had that opening drive touchdown to Troy Franklin. Did nothing after that. I was looking for revenge here. One the top, one the bottom. My formation. Stretch play the far side. It goes to McLaughlin. Draws a bounce out of a tackle. And we brought down at the 43-yard line for spinning out of danger. Spinning out of the tackle by Daquan Jones. Gain of 5. What's fair is fair, yep. Fox replace Chris Myers, Kate Scott. Replace anyone with anyone. Replace anyone on Chris Myers. So second 5 at the 43-yard line here. It's a Bills team that is not good against the run. They are number 1 against the pass. They are dead last against the run this year in most categories. They're 30th in yards per carry, 31st in rushing touchdowns allowed. Jacksonville exploited that like crazy. Then they just stopped running the ball, but we saw Jacksonville have a lot of success on the ground last week against the Bills. We'll see if the Broncos try the same. They're going to send 6, 2nd and 4. Nick's pump fake. Now fires off his back foot, and that is going to be hauled in at the 42-yard line on the far side of the field. Teron Johnson on the coverage, but somehow coming down with that is Pat Bryant once again. Nick's pursuing a fire Tibbs. I mean, it was a gutsy move. Yeah, I don't think that ball at the ground. Great diving grab there by Bryant. Bryant on the season, 31 catches, 378 yards. One at the top, 2 at the bottom, back to his left. Now 3 at the bottom of the screen. Nick's play action swings out once again. It's Bryant for the 3rd time today. Makes one-man miss on the near sideline. Brought down at the 37-yard line by Thompson. But Bryant's slow to get up. 3 straight completions to Pat Bryant. But Bryant is shaken up after that last one. So we have another stoppage here. Bryant having an increased role in the offense as of late. CBS Bug looks bad with no record, so I'm okay with that. He's going to walk off the field on his own power. That's good to see. Bryant, last 5 games, 21 catches, 229 yards. Before that, didn't really do a whole lot. His first 10 games, only 10 catches. Starting to play more of a role in the offense. Every New York team is comics like the Bills, Giants, and Islanders. I mean, Knicks are good. For the Bears, hope they win. We will see tomorrow. That's going to be a fun game. That'll be a really fun one. I'll chip in since some more Josh Allen jersey. Oh, that'd be so good. 2nd and 5. 2 at the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. Back to his left here. Knicks. They'll send 5 out right to the far sideline. That ball's caught. Gain of 3. Taken out of bounds is Lil Jordan Humphrey. Taken out on the far sideline there by Cole Bishop, the 2nd-year man. Brings up 3rd and 2. And then the Yankees. Yeah, how's that? Will we get a Shane Fireman come in the following days? I mean, he did want to change the power structure, so I don't know. I don't know. What attendance will jump on the West Coast tomorrow morning? Ooh, what attendance will jump? Ooh, I don't know the answer to that one. So Disneyland is there like a marathon or something? 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Now empty backfield here. I got the bot, don't worry. Not sure 91 this season's incompetent. 3rd down, read option. Nix keeps himself, pulls it back, and slides down the 27-yard line. Gain of 4 before he's taken down by Cam Lewis. That's a 1st down. Great job there by Bo Nix. Pulling it back on the read option. Again, there's going to be opportunities on this Bills defense when it comes to the ground game. Jacksonville last time out, 154 yards on 23 carries, including 3 straight runs of 10-plus yards. They averaged 6.7 yards per carry on the ground last time. Bills' run defense not that good. Chargers this season on the ground, they're right around the middle of the pack. They have run for over 100 yards in their last 3 games, including 116 last time out against the Chargers. They're going to send 4. Nix checks it down the flat on the near side. That's caught after being tipped. And down the 22-yard line goes R.J. Harvey, the 2nd-round pick out of UCF this year. Harvey's going to get 5 on that one. Ball got tipped to the line, but Harvey makes the adjustment. Tipped at the line by A.J. Epineza. Bills D-line forced a lot of pressures last game against the Jaguars, and Epineza got a hand on that one, but Harvey making the adjustment and making the low grab brings up 2nd down. Again, Broncos had opening drive touchdown last time these teams met in the playoffs last year. Nick's off to a good start, 5 for 5, including 3 completions to Pat Bryant. Nick's going to keep it again on the read option. Some space here. He's going to juke inside. I thought he could have taken it outside to get by Shaq Thompson, but decides not to He'll be short by a yard, it looks like. Right around the 18-yard line. 3rd and 1. I thought Knicks had space to take it outside. But I slowed down trying to juke inside and did not work. Bill got wheels, yep. Oh, church attendance. Oh, yes, church attendance. My chat was on updating, so I just realized I missed a lot. Now what the Giants game needs to do, they have a quarterback, 2 running backs, left tackle, defense tackle, 2 ends their contract. Instead of have Harbaugh elevating coach of the team. We got to get secondary. 3rd and 1 QB sneak, and that's going to get the first down. Bills are very successful in the QB sneak last game. Broncos go with it there, and they get the first of the 18-yard line. Yeah, how many on the ground? Yeah, 6.7. How's it going, Detroit? Appreciate you tuning in. Nice 5.5-minute drive so far for Denver. They're in the red zone. For that QB sneak by Bo Nix. Broncos 2 for 2 on 3rd down. They're staying on schedule. No negative plays thus far. We have another stoppage here, though, and not sure what this one's for. I'm not sure if it's a virtual measure. It looked like he got it. How's it going, Lou? Appreciate you tuning in. I thought he got the first. Am I going to be the next OC for the Giants? Yes, and then we're going to bring over the whole staff. And I thought Knicks got it. Had to get to the 18. Looked like he got there. Actually, it was a 17.5, so he did not get it. He did not get it. 4th down. You figure the Broncos will go for it. Or the Bills did get a 4th down stop on the Jaguars last time in a 4th and short situation in the red zone. Had to get to the 17. I'll reset the clock. Might just be buying their time for a lockout, yep. It's a back on our way here. Broncos leaving the offense on the field. It's an obvious go-for-it spot. 4th and an inch. The Knicks is going to line up in the gun. They're going to have 5 wide. You assume this could be one where Knicks then will go to center and then just sneak the ball and the whole front is spread out. If it is, I love this call. It is. Yep, there it is. And Knicks will get the easy first down the 14-yard line. I love that call. I love that call so much. Spread them out 5 wide so that there's only 6 in the box. Then you run up to center, get set, and there's a huge hole at the A-gap. More teams need to do that. That's a phenomenal call. The only back mentality with young teams that lose big games, too many examples of that, only never get the chance. Yeah, I think it depends. I think it definitely depends. I have faith in this front office, but there is that thing where, okay, did we blow our only opportunity? I think wild card round a little bit different. NFC, AFC Championship, I would be like, oh, I don't know if we're going to get back. First down, stretch play here, McLaughlin. There's a flag on the play, fumble, and it's picked up by the Bills at the 5-yard line. We'll see the flag as it came right on the snap. Ogunjobi picked it up for Buffalo. He fell on that ball. McLaughlin, poor hands on that one. Didn't look like much on the fumble. Obviously a clear fumble. We will see what the penalty flag is. McLaughlin, no fumbles this season. But what is the call? Will they dodge a bullet? Offside on Buffalo. So bullet dodged. No turnover. 1st and 5. It was a free play. And McLaughlin, no fumbles this season. Yeah, Ogunjobi jumped. Yep. He was the one that got the fumble recovery, but he was the one that jumped. He got in the neutral zone. That's the right call. I mean, no impact on the play, too. There was no need to jump in that spot. Denver staying on schedule once again. Very good success rate thus far this drive. A drive that's taken about 7 minutes off the clock. So 1st and 5. Crisis averted. One on the top, one of them back to his left here is Harvey. Nick's going to keep it again on the read option. This time, Buffalo all over it. It's the 3rd time they've run the read option, and the 3rd time it's been Bo Nix to keep it. Cole Bishop not fooled by that one. He's going to lose 2. 2nd and 7 at the 11. Nix runs to the near side. Tries to juke inside on Shaq Thompson. Did not work. Very similar to the James Cook run that was stopped by Trayvon Walker when he tried to reverse field. Yeah, if he didn't go offside, they would have the ball. Yep. 2nd and 7. Good opening drive for Buffalo. Can they finish it here? 3 on the top, 1 on the bottom. Back to his right is Harvey. Nix takes it. They'll send 4. Nix looking to the end zone. 1-on-1. Dropped on the wheel. Right in the bucket for Lil Jordan Humphrey. And he drops it. Yeah, happy they stopped calling Super Walker Wicked. Yep. That was a perfect play design. Teron Johnson, he got behind him. Similar to touchdown Buffalo had last week against Jacksonville. On that wheel, and you can't throw it any better. First incompletion for Nix. Obviously not his fault. That was right in the bucket. Lil Jordan Humphrey has got to catch that ball. Would have been his second receiving touchdown of the year. 3 at the top, 1 on the bottom. Back to his left. Play clock winding down. Nix takes it. They'll send 4. Nix looks. End zone. Corner route. Incomplete. On the near side for Evan Ingram, the former Jaguars tight end. And you got to take advantage of those opportunities in the red zone. Buffalo's going to get the stop. They'll settle for 3. All good, Detroit. Going to go 8? Yep. So a good opening drive for Denver, but what could have been? Lil Jordan Humphrey leaving 4 points on the board. Assuming the Broncos make this 28-yard kick with Will Lutz, the veteran kicker. Oh, I love that live win tracker. They need that more often. Yeah, that kick is right down the middle. No surprises there. When the Broncos win? No, I really do not care who wins this one. So, Denver gets 3 on the opening drive, just like the last game in the playoffs against Buffalo. They take the opening drive lead, but man, they could have had 6. And then New York Weather fan with a $1. Appreciate you, man. I do not want the Jags to win. Best former or the Broncos to win. I don't care who wins this one. Again, I have nothing against Buffalo. I have nothing against them. That was a heck of a game. I have nothing against them. Best former Jag on these teams. Like, currently on the teams? Or all time? Currently on these teams. Well, I don't want the Texans. You are right on that one. Was Buffalo 13-5? Well, I count the playoff win. I add their playoff record. No, no revenge against Buffalo. No. No, it was a heck of a game. I really do not. Philadelphia was fun, too. Let's see. Who do the best... I mean, the best one for the Broncos is Evan Ingram. The Jaguars have... Or the Bills have Gabe Davis. I mean, he sucked with us, but... And cheering for Seattle against Stanford for... I just don't want the Texans. That's all I care about. I just don't want the Texans. You've gone 4th and 6? No. No, not 4th and 6. No, points could be at a premium this game. You take the points. 4th and 1, yes. But 4th and 6, no. You don't do that. You don't do that. Can't sell for 3, not against Allen. Again, points are a premium. We saw in Jacksonville. We saw that when they didn't take the points. If you lost like that in Super Bowl, was you against the opponent? And now just got to call the police if you know, you know. If I lost like that in the Super Bowl, would cheer? Well, there wouldn't be any games left. So I'm not sure what you mean by that. Not sure what you mean. See if you're on the tour. Put me on the board. I'll get you on the board. We'll put it to a vote. Appreciate you, man. It's been hot so far with this one. I appreciate you guys a ton again. No OT tonight. We'll do OT tomorrow. We'll get you on the call. Points for premium, 1 touchdowns. You know, 4th and 6. I'm kicking the field goal. Opening drive, get something out of that. 4th and 1, okay. But we saw the Jaguars lose last week because they did not take the points. I got the bot, don't worry. I got the bot. Fairweather gets a fair one in Detroit. I could see that. I could definitely see that. Oh, for the next season, what cheer against them? I think it depends how you lose. It depends. It was like the Patriots against the Jaguars in 2017, yes, but not the way the Bills did it. What was it about? I have no idea. Kickoff field at the 5-yard line, taken to the 10, 15, 20, down the near sideline, cuts up field to the 25, 30, and brought down the 33. Unless his Camel's a bad kicker. Yeah, he missed from 55. Yep, he's a bad kicker. That was his first miss since the bye week. Yep, he's definitely a bad kicker. Definitely did not hit 2 kicks from 67 yards out or more. That's not part of the Jags. I mean, I would have gone for it there. I would have gone on 4th and 2. 4th and 6, I'm not going. No way on 4th and 6 am I going. Right, I'll just end the vote here. Looks like a tie. So Josh Allen, for that great game against Jacksonville last week. $28 for 35, 273 and a touchdown alongside 2 rushing touchdowns. Allen gonna head off to Cook up the middle, 35-40. Cook to the 45-50. Up the gut to the 45 and down to the 42-yard line. P.J. Locke on the stop, but a run of nearly 30 yards gets the Bills in plus territory after just 1 play. Buffalo did not run the ball that well against Jacksonville last week. Jacksonville is one of the top rushing defenses in the nation. Bills did not have any success on the ground last week with James Cook, at least. 15 carries, 46 yards, about 3 yards a carry. One of the best runners in football this season, leading the league in rushing yards with 1,621 in the regular season after signing that big-time contract. First down, the 43-yard line. Play clock's winding down, and Buffalo has to burn an early timeout. So my fans want their team to play not to lose. On the first drive, on 4th and 6, you take the points. On 4th and 6, first drive, you take the points. So a quick timeout there taken by Buffalo after just 1 play. Oh, that's awesome, Michael. That's awesome. He went for another wide right. I don't think Buffalo will be standing after that. All right, so ball the 42 here for Buffalo. I don't think it's going to be Locke starting. Schefter said it looks like it's going to be Darnold, but he's going to be banged up. How's it going, David? Appreciate you tuning in. Allen under center here after the timeout. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Ball at the 43. Tight end goes in motion. Toss out to the near side. It goes to Cook. Cook to the 40, to the 35, and down to 33-yard line. Gain of 10 and a first down. So already way more success on this drive than they had all of last game against the Jaguars with Cook. We have an injured player, and that's a big loss. Pat Surtain is down. Broncos run defense very good this season. 2nd in rushing yards allowed, 3rd in yards per carry allowed. But Pat Surtain, bit slow to get up after that hit. One of the best quarterbacks in football. That'll be a big blow to this Denver defense. An elite player at his position. It's already hard enough to stop Josh Allen. If Pat Surtain is banged up, this is very worrisome. He'll go into the tent. 6-18. 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Back to his left. Bills 2 straight runs to start this drive. The motion Samuel to the top of the screen. Fake the toss to Cook. Allen, sidearm delivery. That's caught. First down over the middle of the field. The 23-yard line is Khalil Shakir. The 4th-year man making the grab. The leading receiver on the team this year. Only player with more than 40 catches. He had 72. Good sidearm delivery there by Josh Allen. His first completion of the day. Shakir, 12 catches for 82 yards. Last time out against Jacksonville. 13 targets this postseason, 13 catches. They have a great chemistry together. So we got a 5er from Corey. 13 Super Bowls have seen the losing team at halftime come back to win the game. Name them. Oh, well, Patriots definitely one of them. Toss to the near side here. Cook to the 20. Down the 18. I got to really think about this one, Corey. I got to really think about this one. But Pat's definitely Super Bowl 51. Toss play here gets about 5. 2nd and 5 of the 18. I would think the Chiefs, in all 3 of theirs, all 3 of their titles this century. 2nd down at the 18-yard line. Three at the top, 2 at the bottom. Screen pass here to the near side. It's caught by Brandon Cooks, the veteran wideout, and he'll go up the middle to the 13-yard line, down 1 yard shy of the sticks, taken down by Malcolm Roach. Brings up 3rd and 1. All right, let me think about the other ones, Corey. Let me think about the other ones. think the Steelers at Super Bowl 10 were one of them. Pat Bryant, by the way, ruled out for the rest of the game with a concussion. Pat Bryant is out for the remainder of the game. So big loss for Denver in the first 3 catches of the game. The Giants at Super Bowl 25 would be one of them. 3rd and 1. Why is the Cultural trying to go against the NFL today? The ratings are better on a Monday night versus Saturday afternoon. And the game runs long. 3rd one, lining up in the QB sneak formation. They were so good at last game. 4 for 4. Allen's second effort. I think he got there. Yeah, Steelers in 14 as well. Yep. Ball came out at the end, but I think forward progress was stopped. And it should be Buffalo ball at the 12-yard line. Saints, oh yeah, it's got to be Saints in 09. Yep, Saints Super Bowl 44. That's definitely one of them. I did not see that CT man. No, I did not see that one. Pat out. I don't see anything about Pat Surtain. Pat Bryant's out. Surtain has not been ruled out yet. Pat Bryant has been ruled out, but I have not seen anything with Surtain. So first down for the Bills. Long drive here for Buffalo. Still in the huddle with 3:30 and 10 on the play clock. They break it with 9. They got to get this off. Everyone bunched up inside, and clock is now stopped. Timeout on the field by Denver. They'll have 2 left. So both teams taking a timeout this drive. Baseline with a 2. Appreciate you, man. Which game do you want? I'll get you on the call for it. Only the second playoff meeting? No, they had, they met last year. They met in the AFC Championship back in 91. Which game do you want, Baseline? I'll get you on the call. Appreciate you a ton on that one. You guys coming hot so far. I appreciate you guys like crazy. Anyway, should have a new video coming tomorrow. If there's a dumb decision in one of these games, we'll have that. If there is not a dumb decision, we'll have a history video. Appreciate you, Base, stuck on that one. Good luck tonight with your Hawks, early bots, and early bots. Yep. And the injuries. Vote. All right. So the vote last time went to that. So we'll just do that again. So we just did a vote. So let's put it on that. First down here. Both teams 2 timeouts left. One on the top of the screen. Same formation as last time. Cook in the backfield. They'll give it a Cook. He'll try to go up the middle and be taken down at the 11-yard line. Gain of 1, maybe 2. Initial hit on that one for the Broncos coming from EU. 2nd and 9. First unsuccessful run for Cook today. Surtain, meanwhile, you see him standing on the sideline. Still not back in. It looks like he does have his helmet with him, so that could be a good sign going forward. 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line. 1 at the top, 3 at the bottom of the screen. Back to his left. They're going to motion Samuel closer to the bottom. They're going to send 4. Allen, hitch route. Caught at the 7-yard line, maybe the 8. Either way, stopped immediately on the play by Alex Singleton. Gain of 2. 3rd and 6. And now Surtain is back in. You forgot about last year? Yep. And that game was not that good. So, I don't blame you. 3rd and 6 after the hitch route gets 2. What can Buffalo do on 3rd and 6? We saw the Broncos fail on 3rd and 6 on a very similar yard line on the first drive. Back to his left, Ray Davis again. No Ty Johnson tonight. First half time, it's like 1 yard goals. Second half time, it's like 20s. Yep. Allen, they'll send 4. Stepping up. Now flushed out, going to try and take off and run for it to the 5. Allen dives for the first. I think he got it. We have 2 different spots. One of them short, one of them says yes. I think Allen got it. 11, like, probably with high point money line. Oh, man. You got to keep contained on Josh Allen. Zach Allen could not contain the edge. And, yeah, they are going to mark him. Well, I don't even know what they marked him. There was no indication. I guess it was 4th down, and the QB sneak gets the first of the 2-yard line. Bill Walsh's last game in his commentary, he was so bad with them. First and goal at the 2-yard line. So they're going to say he did not get the first down on 3rd down, but got on 4th. So either way, ball at the 2. Back to his right is Cook. 3 on the play clock. Got to get this off. Allen does. He'll give it a Cook. And he's balled up behind the line for a loss of 2. DJ Jones on the stop. 2nd and goal. They have to call a play. There's a 2-second difference. CBS scoreboard is slow. Yep. Could be the final play of the quarter. Allen under center. 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom. In the backfield is Ray Davis. They'll motion Hardman. Play action in the flat. Open. Caught. Touchdown on the near side. It's Hardman. And Buffalo gets an opening drive touchdown. We saw a very similar play at Super Bowl 58 with Hardman in the flat. They call that there, that orbit motion. You lure the linebacker in on the running back. He guards Davis and leads Hardman wide open. And Buffalo is 67-yard drive. Culminates in 7 as the extra point is good. With 5 seconds to go in the first. Both teams score on the opening drive. Denver gets 3. Buffalo gets 7. And we're into defense for a reason. Right, enough for the drop, yes. You have similar to the game winner in Super Bowl 58, yep. Yeah, that reminds me of Mahomes, yep. Be back. How's it going, Evan? Appreciate you, man. Again, long first half drives as of late. Yeah, I think when you try to establish the run, we don't get a lot. There's not a lot of chunk plays. I think that's what happens. I think it was Stoke. You're good. Kickoff here bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So Denver, 5 seconds left. How's it going? Earl, Kimberly Johnson for 5 years. That's a pretty standard contract. That's pretty standard. AFC Divisional jackpot. Yep. I get that. I got you there. I don't think he was based like. I don't think he was. So this will be the final play of the quarter. Ball to 20. Again, the ball bounced into the end zone. For landing in the landing zone, so place at the 20. 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom. My formation here. Tight end in motion, loses the ball. Harvey just got to fall, and that falls right back to Nix. Nick's going to throw. That play's all sorts of illegal. I think you're going to have men down the field. There's no one down the field illegally on that one? Okay. I'm surprised. Oh, wow. No one was down the field. I guess it was a design play action pass. No one was down the field looking for Troutman. Poor ball security there by the Broncos to start this game. Harvard just is a fall in that one. Fortunately, fell right to Nix. And somehow no one down the field illegally. Yeah, no flag. No, that was clean. That was clean. I thought that was a design run. And there would be someone down the field, but nope. That was very much legal. Bizarre, but legal. How much you on tonight? Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Mess way down the quarter. Yeah, ball security for the Broncos. Got away with one of the McLaughlin fumble. Pretty much CT man, yep. Pretty much. Hope Roman gets tax audited. Me too. So 7-3 your score. If you like what we see, that like button, subscribe. We do have emojis in the chat if you're a fan of either one of these teams. We will be live later tonight for the game between the Seahawks and the Niners. Round 3. Both games, the regular season, won by the road team. Yeah, Lamar on the backfield, yep. No, I thought there was a design run. I thought, by the way that looked, that was a design run. So you'd have guys on the field, but it was not. You know, UCF's good this year in basketball. UCF's actually darn good. Giants are the offseason champions? So far, yeah. So far. Any chance all 4 road teams for this week? I think pretty good chance, yeah. Wouldn't shock me. Would not shock me. Depends on the severity of the Darnold injury. I got 3 road teams winning this week, so wouldn't shock me. At this point, nothing would shock me with the Super Bowl and with the playoffs. Fluster Chuck, yep. Oh, yeah. AFC and NFC Championship game. I had Bills Texans, and I have Rams against Seahawks. Those are my conference championships. Second down here at the 20-yard line. Back underway over on CBS. Again, if you like what we see, that like button, subscribe. $10 more gets your name on that LED board, which you see right there. We'll be live again. Seahawks Niners. I'll switch over the helmets for that. Second down. Two at the top of the screen. Now one at the top, 2 at the bottom. Motion to the bottom of the screen goes Cortland Sutton, who was held in check that first quarter. Back to his right is Harvey. Nix takes it. They'll send 5. Nix flushed out. Just have to throw this one away in the direction of Harvey, so no grounding. There was pressure up the gap right there, and it's 3rd and 10. Oregon leads Michigan at half. Oh, man. Yeah, it is JP, yep. He was thinking butt kick by Cal. Oof. So 3rd and 10. Back-to-back incompletions by Nix. He's thrown 4 straight incompletions. Started the game 5 for 5. Now, granted, one of them was not his fault. It was a drop in the bucket. It's a little Jordan Humphrey. That's 4 straight incompletions now. 1 at the top, 3 at the bottom. Back to his left. Takes the snap. They'll send 4. Nix, middle of the field. Diving forward to Sutton. Did he hold on? Bills say no, and I don't think he did. And now back judge says no. Did not hold on. 3 straight incompletions, and you have to question the strategy by Denver on that drive. Number 1 pass defense. Pretty much you're the bottom and everything in run defense. So you go 3 straight passes. You do realize you can run on them, right? Super Bowl pick, Bills against the Rams. Punt here, fair catch is called for, made by Harmon at the 37-yard line. I don't get what... It's 5 straight completions now. It's like they learned nothing from watching our game. Like, the Jags made the same mistake in the second quarter. Tuna got 1 touch. And there was like 2 design runs in a 3-drive stretch. Let's go throw. Makes total sense. Bills ball. When we get back here, 7-3 your score. So good, ugly could. A little snowball getting motion. Demonstration that continues? Potentially. I don't get what they're doing. Run. Don't go throw against a pass defense this good. Again, the Jaguars last week had 154 yards rushing on 23 carries. The Bills this year against the pass, really good. Number 1 in yards allowed. Number 5 in yards per attempt. Against the run, they're 28th in yards allowed, 30th in yards per attempt. This makes no sense. Iowa State drops a second straight. Oh, man. They're spiraling now. Go to Subway order. My go-to Subway. I don't a Subway guy. So I don't really have a go-to Subway order. Greek pizza versus Chicago. I mean, New York's the best. I mean, it's not even close. New York is easily the best. You have 5th in net yards per attempt. Yep, stay correct, but not number 1. Yep. Number 1 in total yards, but 5th in net yards per attempt. Still really good. You know, Grand Canyon is really good. Grand Canyon is a darn good team. Been that way for quite some time. Bills' last drive got a touchdown. We'll see what they do on drive number 2. And if you like what we see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe to this episode, tell the channel, every donation counts to make the call home with which game we're calling. Tuesday for college basketball. This is the only day to decide on this one. We'll have you make the call coming tomorrow for the games. All right, here we go. Back underway. Bills going right to left. Broncos left to right. That drive took all of 20 seconds for Denver. The Broncos even right back on the field. Misdirection here off to Cook. He'll go up the middle to the 40, down to the 42-yard line. Starts off with a gain of 5 before he's taken down by Ellis. 2nd and 5. And James Cook, number 1 runner in football this year. Over 95 yards per game. 1 the top, 1 the bottom. Tight end motion, play action. They'll send 4. Allen trying to step up, avoiding the sack. Will go up the middle to the 50, 45, 40. Allen 35. And 2 ends on the ball down the 32-yard line. Hufanga takes him down. That's another big run by Josh Allen, evading the pressure. And there's no contain on him. He gets up. He's able to step up. He's gone. It's a gain of 26 yards and a first down. Yeah, work on extension for LaFleur. I get it, but I get it. With his winning percentage, I get it. Ball the 32-yard line. Josh Allen, a field day right now on the ground. 1 the top, 1 the bottom. They're going to toss that to the near side for Cook. Cook, juke move inside. Brought down the 31. Ball comes out. The ball is out. Who's got it? Who's got it? Denver's got it. Big time break there for the Broncos. They force the turnover. Hufanga comes up with it. And James Cook, such a good runner this season, but has had issues with fumbling. That's his 7th fumble of the year. The hit on the play by Alex Singleton, and Denver's going to get it right back. You want to talk about a much-needed break for the Broncos. They needed that. The offense stalling, Buffalo having their way. A much-needed break. And just like the last game, the Bills have a fumble in the 2nd quarter. His 7th fumble of the year. Yeah, so the Air Force coach. I don't know what's going on there. Offense runs through James Cook. Well, runs through Josh Allen. But a horrible turnover there by James Cook. Ball security has been a bit of an issue with him. And is right there. Denver went 3 and out last drive. Will they atone their mistakes and actually, run the ball? I jinxed run back with a compliment. Yes, I did. They actually start, running the football. After 5 straight incompletions against one of the top pass defenses in the country. All right, 7-3 your score. Buffalo. Ray Pitt said it, yep. Raymond's losing coaches. Will Joan Harbaugh the Giants? Yes. They'll lose. Well, they're going to have a whole new coaching staff. Yeah, I was fixed. I did see that. That was so funny when Mina just ducked out of the frame. It's like, oh no. We all went with the Texans. I think it's going to be... I don't know if Zach Orr will remain, but Monken will be the OC. I'd be surprised if he doesn't bring Monken over. Or I'm not sure about. All right. Back at her way after that Cook fumble. To the top of the screen. Back to his left. 5 straight passes for the Broncos. They'll run the ball. McLaughlin, oh, look at that. They can run the ball. Down to the 44-yard line, gain of 15 on the sweep, brought down by Bishop. Would you look at that? It's actually amazing how much these coaches overthink. It's genuinely amazing. I mean, there's such a hole at the A-gap. I could have run through that hole. Garrett Bowles with a block on Epineza. Genuinely impressive. They realize, oh, yeah, we should probably start running the ball against the bad run defense. On the top of the screen. Play action this time. They'll send 4. Gonna swing it out, and that's incomplete. Broken up on the far side by Epineza. That is now 6 straight incompletions. Well, there's the check down, JP. 6 straight incompletions by Bo Nix. Lucky that wasn't intercepted as Epineza got his hands on that one. Buffalo did a great job tipping Trevor Lawrence's passes last week. Epineza gets his hands on that one. It's the second time today he's gotten a tip ball. Now, earlier was caught by Harvey on a tip. Again, I don't know why you're just not running it until they stop it. 1 the top, 2 the bottom. They'll go with Harvey. Harvey up the middle. That's the 50. It's actually funny. That's a first down, the 44. This is insanity. This is legitimately insanity. Just keep running until they stop it. This is not hard. Like, it's like I'm watching Deja Vu from last week. Harvey up the middle. There's the Red Sea on that one. I could have run through that hole. Another first down for Denver. Play action here. Nix looking to throw. He's going to take off and run. And again, he had space to go up the middle. He had space. He sets a cut outside. He's only going to get a yard. It looked like he had space to get 4. You know why? Don't just say run the ball, but I get it here. Yep. 2nd and 9. I don't know why Nix didn't just go up the middle. He's making some weird decisions with the angles. That's the second time today. He's cut it out. He's cut it the wrong way. Look, he had it 2nd and medium. Stay on schedule. 2 the top, 2 the bottom, back to his left. Imagine Gibbs running against this Bills defense. Oh, man. Nix, they're going to throw. They'll send 5. Nix, middle of the field, and that is caught at the 16. Good adjustment made by Marvin Mims, the third-year man, and that's a first down in the red zone. Gain of 27. Mims running that seam, getting behind Johnson. Soft spot the zone. Safety, Cole Bishop can't get there in time. And Mims holds on with his first grab of the day. Denver in the red zone for the second time in 3 drives. One at the top of the screen. I formation here. Nix. Handoff. This time Harvey bottled up for a loss of 2. Taken down by Shaq Thompson. Surprise team that gets the playoffs, gets double-digit wins next year? Saints wouldn't shock me. If Shuck plays like he did second half of the season, I think Tyler Shuck turns into a service game until it doesn't work. Yep, now you throw. Second and 12. Still in the red zone here, going left to right. 1 at the top of the screen, 2 at the bottom, back to his right. Nix in the gun. Harvey to his right. 6 on the play clock. Nix snaps it. They'll send 4. Nix pump fake. Now he's going to take off and run with nothing open the flat to the 15-10. I don't know why he slid at the 7. I don't get what Nix is playing scared right now. He had the first down. Just dive forward to get the first. But because it starts with a slide, he had the first. I don't think he realized where the sticks were. He had the first down with ease. All I do is just dive. He dives and you have the first. I don't get what Nix is doing on the ground today. I don't get it. There are 2 times where he bypassed a wide open lane to make the wrong cut. This time he bypasses a first down to slide instead of diving. You don't have to take a shot, you just have to dive. 3rd and 1, I formation. Play action, flats open, sidearm, that's caught the 5 by the big man! It's a tackle touchdown! The big man, Frank Crum! I'm going to take a wild guess and say that's the first catch he's ever made in his life. Frank Crum, if you have Frank Crum scoring the first touchdown, I want whatever you're smoking. Tackle eligible, right tackle. To the shock of no one, the first catch he's made in his pro career. Both touchdowns this game contributed by players from Wyoming. Extra point is good. It was a crummy play. Texas Route, yes. Agreed, Allison. Agreed. 10-7 your score. They take advantage of the James Cook turnover. And O-line tutty. Again, Earl, I just want a good game. I do not care who wins or loses this game. I have no rooting interest in this one. The only one I have a rooting interest is the Texans. I don't want to see the Texans win. Frozen feed, refresh. I don't have anything on my end. Frank, do good, yep. The refs were not the issue last week. The refs were fine last week. Until they said the Bills game for what? The refs were... I had no issue with the refs last week. Bronco backup tackles are better than starting receivers. You're not wrong. You're not wrong on that. Frank Crum went to Wyoming. (10-7), Broncos back up in front on a Frank Crum touchdown. He had not caught a single pass in college. He had not caught a single pass in the NFL. I legit couldn't tell you the last time he caught a pass. I'm trying to dig up high school stats. I could not tell you the last time he caught a pass. I'm not sure he's ever caught one. If everyone's don't travel, Buffalo wins, they travel out of the New England or Houston. Yep. Tucker Lee's looking at pitcher 6 here. I'm going to say fact. Even the legal teams are less latest Paramount Plus. That is odd. Right, Fitzpatrick went to Harvard. Yep. 10-7 your score. Fun game so far. You're not kidding. $9:33 to go in the first half. Buffalo's been moving, though. To their credit, their 2 drives, they've gotten into plus territory, deep into plus territory both times. So James Cook fumbled, derailed things. Kickoff here. Taken out of the end zone. The 5, 10, 15 on the far side to the 20. Now cuts to the middle. Now goes to the 30 and down to the 33-yard line. The return by Davis. And that's where Buffalo's going to start. Their last touchdown drive went 67 yards. If they score a touchdown here, it would go 67 yards. They're starting at the 33 once again. Oh, Fevers have a touchdown? Oh. Yes, the crummy play, yes. Oh, yeah, that was great. And now where you could sync the radio broadcast perfectly with the stream. Oh, that'd be great. There's a flag on the return, though. During the return, block in the back, so not going to start the 33. Going to be backed up. So poor starting field position here for the Bills. They try to make amends for the James Cook fumble. They're going to put it at the 15-yard line. Yeah, that'd be crazy, Earl. Yep, that would be crazy. Crummy touchdown for Denver, yep. So first down the 15. And Bills going right to left. Allen. Under center here. One at the top of the screen now, 2 at the bottom. So they will motion Cooks, play action. Allen, they'll send 5, looking down the near sideline, well overthrown. Cooks at a step. Jaquan McMillan, but well overthrown. Nowhere in his area. Brings up second down. Meanwhile, Connor McGovern being evaluated for a concussion right now. They're starting center for Buffalo. If you like what we see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe to this episode, tell the channel to try to grow this community even more. Second down, handoff here to Cook to the 20, to the 25, and down the 26. Good juke move there, he gets 9. Still have faith in him even after the fumble. Brought down the 24-yard line. 3rd and 1. Cook already has more yards today than he had all of last game. Again, that was against the #1 run defense in the NFL. Bills had a lot of success on the QB sneak last game. They're bunched up here. I formation. QB sneak, and Allen smartly goes to the near side. All the traffic was clogging the middle. So he wisely decides to do a sidestep to the near side, go into the C gap. He'll get 3 and a first. I want to see Locke do it all. I don't know. I don't think Locke's going to be any good. We've seen it. I mean, last year against the Packers, he was terrible. Those running tush push and running is really pathetic. No one's been so they do it. Was that really like that was really a tush push. I mean, what happened on 4th and 1 last time was a tush push. Another handoff to Cook, 3 straight runs for the Bills, and that's going to get a nice get to the 34-yard line. Gain of 5, maybe 6. Cook thrown down on the play by Roach. I got the butt. So should we be able to hop the center? I mean, you are allowed to do that. You just can't use him as leverage. You are allowed to do that. So now playing? Yes, he is. I'll become Superman today. I mean, I feel like he already has been Superman. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. A motion knocks closer to the line. Allen, play action. They'll send 5 flat there for James Cook. Too easy to the 40, 45 down the far sideline, 50. High steps 45 and down the 42-yard line. James Cook taken down by P.J. Locke, but an easy first down. And Buffalo 3 drives, 3 times in plus territory. Gain of 24 yards. He had 2 defenders covering Josh Allen instead of 1 on Allen, 1 on Cook. The flat was so wide open. A-gap's up the middle. Yeah, A-gap's up the middle. B-gap is to the side. C-gap's really to the side. That's really what it comes down to. Outside the tackle, C-gap. Tackle to guard is B-gap, and then guard center is A-gap. 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom. A motion, gill him over. Play action. Allen trying to set up fires on the run. The flat that's called on the near side by Knox to the 35. Knox stiff arm out of bounds at the 30. His first scrab of the day. Gain of 11. Hufanga takes him out of bounds and move the chains for a gain of 11. The tush push doesn't even use it anymore. They have no answers for the Bills offense. They do not. They have no answers for this offense. Buffalo's moving the ball on every drive. No, the Pats going to have facing Trubisky for a different score back next week. He's going to lose to Stanford and Cal the same week. Man. How trying to sabotage his career? I mean, there's talent on that Giants team. If he gets full organizational control, I get it. 1 at the top. Now 2 at the top of the screen is motioning is Shakir. Allen, they'll send 5. Fakes the pass to the flat on the near side. Allen going to have to take the sack. Eats it to the 38-yard line. The flat wasn't there, and Allen just had to eat that play for a loss of 8. Did not get sacked a lot last week. Only got sacked 1 time. But Denver forced some pressure on that play. Denver's backup is Stidham. All good, Evan. Appreciate you, man. Throwing down my Malcolm Roach. Two at the top of screen, two at the bottom. Now they'll motion Shakir. Allen fakes the pass to the far side for his back. Goes to Shakir. Gets a block to the 35. They'll get the yardage back from the sack. Gain of 8 as Shakir goes up the middle. It's still 3rd and long. Shakir now 14 targets this postseason, 14 catches. Can the Broncos hold to 3? Or a chance of 3, I should say. Will not be a gimme from 48 yards out. By any means. 3rd down, under 5 minutes to go. Remember, Buffalo gets the ball to start the second half. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Empty backfield here. Now 3 at the top, 2 at the bottom. All good, Ryan. Gonna go listen to somebody. Hopefully Suns win. Fingers crossed. Allen with his back foot going out right to the near side. Caught. Gain of 15 for Brandon Cooks. Would Harvey Hall of Fame coach again? No. No way. No way on that one. What a throw by Allen off his back foot. Perfectly in stride to the veteran wideout Brandon Cooks. Beats the press coverage at the line. Gets by Surtain. Usually Surtain wins those matchups. But gets by him. And then a phenomenal job by Cooks keeping his feet in bounds. And Allen was pressure on that one off his back foot. Phenomenal throw. 4:07 to go. Allen, the I formation. 80-year-old Brandon Cooks. 5 on the play clock. Calls an audible. Cook in the backfield. 2, 1. Gets it off. Stretch play here. Cook will get a yard. Maybe 2. Down to the 14. Maybe the 13. Greenlaw on the stop. On the near side. So I want to scare the Broncos defense because they don't know what to do if a team doesn't have one receiver. Makes sense. I mean, the Broncos defense haven't been playing as well over the last few weeks. I mean, the Jaguars did a very good job against the Broncos. We got a 20 from Base Doug. Holy cow. What happens tonight? Happens our future the scapegoat? Oh, no. Absolutely not. Of course, Base Doug. No one's making you the scapegoat, man. No one's making you the scapegoat. Look, it's been a heck of a season for the Seahawks. It's been a heck of a season. I appreciate you a ton, man. I appreciate you a ton on that one. I'll get you on the LED board. The vote last time was pretty split, so we'll go with the same thing there. I appreciate you a ton, man. Allen, low snap, fields it on the ground. And he just has to take off and run. He'll get back to the line. Not sure if that's a sack, but Malcolm Roach, I feel like we call him every single play, gets the stop. I appreciate you, Base Doug. It's been a heck of a season for the Seahawks. So whatever happens tonight, it's been a heck of a season. I think we can all agree on that. I mean, the fact of the matter is that the Seahawks were not expected to be in this spot. I don't think they were expecting to make the playoffs. And to be the #1 seed, just insane. Should be a fun game, Base Doug. Should be a really fun game. I'm looking forward to it. I think everyone in the chat is too. 3rd and 9. Also just call someone play. Yep, that was a bad snap. Okay, McGovern being evaluated for a concussion. So it's not McGovern, it's the center. They'll send for Allen. Pressured again. He's flushed out to the far side. There's a flag on the play in the area of holding. Will it matter? Allen going into the end zone. Caught. Dropped. Oh, that's a big drop there by Keon Coleman. He's had issues with the hands. If that was caught, obviously the penalty would be accepted. You have to redo the down. Potentially get further back. But now you can decline it. Bring a 4th down. Send the field goal now. Keon Coleman having to have an increased role with all the injuries at wide receiver, including Gabe Davis. He suffered a bad injury last time out against the Jaguars. Keon Coleman, wide open. Obviously, would not have counted, but you do get an extra play. And Coleman's had a lot of issues this season with maturity. He's had issues with drops. That's another one. Prater on for the field goal. And his old home, his old stomping grounds. This is the length of an extra point. And this one's right down the middle. So Buffalo ties it at 10. Mets are a smart sign rather than Bichette and Tucker. I just don't get what they're doing. Like, I feel like every move contradicts itself. Last time out? I mean, that's what a lot of people say. The last time out. Like, the last time he's met, or the last time out. Makes sense. Like the last time they went out. Almost. 10 down. What position want the Jags to draft? Guys, see what we do in free agency, but I would say pass rushing defensive tackle or secondary. There's the cheeseburger ad. Well, the Broncos have 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning to work with. Remember, Buffalo gets the ball start the half. So if you get a stop here for Buffalo, you're in a pretty good spot. Keon Coleman's done. Hope you like pierogies because they're in Cleveland. Yep. burger's delicious, but the cheese on bottom is disgusting. Let me see. I need to see Cook sketch patch from Josh Johnson. Yes. Just complete it. Josh Johnson should just throw a touchdown to everyone. When you go, it's late and nothing else open. Yep. I like the vibe at Applebee's. I like the vibe. UConn survived Georgetown today. Yep. The new burger does not look great. Why do they think it was a good idea? People will try anything at this point. People will try anything. So 10-10 your score. Again, if you like what we see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe to this episode on the channel. Chance Sound finished score with 1,000 rushing yards in the playoffs. He's at like 800 right now. I think very high. I think extremely high, actually. I would go probably 75%. His version of Mike Morgan, the Oprah of the NFL. Brett Favre, Cam Newton hybrid? I would say that's for comparison, yeah. When you get smartphone, traditional minimalist colors? Yeah, I mean, this is my case right now on my phone, so I'm pretty minimalist with that. Have they used BTJ's trade bait move to the top half of the first round, get a guy like Bailey or Falk? I mean, I like BTJ to stretch the field. I don't think we're going to be doing that just yet. That is true, JP, yep. Just to hold a pizza. Slice of pizza, yep. Forced inflation hit it, yep. I haven't really went to Applebee's in a while. But I did like the vibe of all the high schools at Applebee's. I did like the vibe in terms of, I don't know if it's just my local Applebee's back in New York, but they had like the logos of all the high schools around and a lot of stuff like that. Mark went with a tour. Can I break the Hall of Fame game for 26? Oh, I appreciate you, man. We will do that in just a second. We'll do the 2-minute warning. Okay, we're turning to 15, 20, 25. McLaughlin tries to bounce outside. He's sitting down at the 29-yard line. So Denver can run the ball here for the first play because the 2-minute warning will stop the clock. Okay, so, and I appreciate the tour on that one. I'll get you on the Michigan game. All right, so Hall of Fame. I think Breeze gets in, Fitzgerald gets in, so I'm going Saints-Cardinals. I'd be surprised if it's not Saints-Cardinals. That would seem to make the most sense for Hall of Fame game. Because you're going with, usually you go with two teams that have guys in the Hall of Fame. It's going to be Josh Allen this generation and Stan Fouts. That depends. See if he wins. See if he can get over the hump. You have enough of a praise for Jackson Hart? Yes, he will. Play action. Nick's going to throw. Fires second read. Behind his man. Incomplete. Sutton was wide open. That stops the clock with 2:01. And that's big because now if you don't get this first down, Buffalo saves a timeout. Potentially. Yeah, I think it's going to be Saints-Cardinals. I'd be very surprised. Yeah, I did like that episode, JP. Yep, I did like that one. Just run the ball, yeah, literally. I've not seen those videos, Dan. An In-N-Out pizza? Oh, God, that sounds way too fatty. Yeah, just run the ball, man. Yep. One on the top, to the bottom, back to his right is Harvey. The motion, Lil Jordan Humphrey. Fake the give to him. They'll send 4. Nick, stepping up, fires on the run. That's caught by his tight end. Or, excuse me, that is... Yeah, it's Evan Ingram. Yep. Evan Ingram at the 36-yard line. The position? No position there. But that'll stop the clock. And now if Buffalo gets a stop, they can double dip. They can call a timeout and get it right back. So we go to the 2-minute warning. Kingsbury praised Rosen when he was hired? No. Cam Newton into the Hall of Fame? No chance. No chance. Cam Newton has a 0% chance of getting in the Hall of Fame. Should they run on 3rd and... I do an RPO. I don't know about design run, but I do RPO. Just said Samuel L. Jackson doing these Rams to be multiple times already. Yeah, except for Drew Aller. Yep. Yeah, we're at that time and not that time out. Nope. Rams over the Gary, Indiana Bears. God. I don't think it's going to happen. That'd be so funny if that came to fruition. I don't see how it's happening. How is Holmgren not in the Hall of Fame? It doesn't make sense. Holmgren should be in. Shanahan should be in. Coughlin should be in. You know, Holmgren's had to wait a while for some reason. I don't get it. Because he's been good at both stops. I think maybe the Browns stint hurt him a little bit, but I'd put him in. I definitely put him in. All right, so 10-10 your score. 2-minute warning. The GOAT movie looks like crap. I mean, any movie that's advertised in January, you know it's not going to be good. Right, not bad off with the Broncos. No, not at all. We could see 1 and 2 go down. We could. We could. College basketball was nutty today. Samuel L. Jackson will only do 40 odds for the first letter. Bears going down to Indiana. No, I think the Indy government wants a team on their turf. Pete Carroll in the Hall of Fame? No, I don't think so. I think he was on the fringe before the Raiders stint, and now I don't think he's making it. Nick Mangold should be in the Hall of Fame. I'm with you on that one. He was one of the best centers of the 21st century. He should be in the Hall of Fame. I'm 100% with you on that one. Throw picks. All right, back underway at the 2-minute warning. If you get the first down here, Buffalo doesn't really have a chance to get it back. Depending on how you play your cards. You don't get the first down, Buffalo's got plenty of time. And a chance to double dip. But I would say, yeah, Saints, Cardinals for Hall of Fame game. I don't know if they're meeting the... well, they would meet over because they both finished last, but that doesn't matter. Jags, Raiders met in 22, and they still played Hall of Fame game, so... Third down, the 36-yard line. 1 at the top of the screen, 3 at the bottom. Got to get to the 40. Harvey now motions out wide, so empty set here. Harvey and Ingram at the top of the screen, 3 wide at the bottom. Nix will take it. They'll send 4. Nix flushed out, throws on the run, middle of the field. That's caught at the 43. And that's a first down. Marvin Mims, his second of the day. Gain of 7. But they already have a team with the Colts. Yeah, but if you get a second one, the money from that. Any non-head coach McCannon? Like a Monty Kiffin type? Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. I'm torn on that one. Harrison's Chris with Tomlin. They're going to send 4. Nix. Check down's there, but... Check down was there, but I think the arm got hit. Forced the errant throw. Picked up by Buffalo, but it looks like an incomplete pass. But Mount's not the closest ever. Nope. What risk to retire no players could pull Phil Rivers? I mean, Clayton Kershaw could potentially. Yeah, that's a forward pass. Yep, got hit by Rousseau. Because Kershaw's pitching in the World Baseball Classic for the USA this year for some reason. He says evidence of no line of coaches come from him over the 19 years. Great leader, but not a great football mind. Well, I mean, I think it's a bad criticism. Look at Bill Belichick. Belichick's one of the greatest football minds of all time. I think we all agree on that. But Belichick doesn't have any good coaches from his tree. He was the best coach from the Bill Belichick tree. No, that's incomplete pass. You know why they complaining Gary even for leverage? I don't think Carroll's Hall of Famer. I think it depends on how much revenue they get in the entertainment district. Yeah, they always do gold and steel, which sucks. It should not be like that. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom, back to his left. Now they'll motion Mims to the top of the screen. Nix, they'll send 4. Pressured, sidearm, caught on the check down the 45. McLaughlin to the 50. Or excuse me, that is Beatty on that one, actually. And we'll see if Buffalo takes a timeout. They will not. Denver's not going to take a timeout. They're going to take their time here, as I would. Midfield. I would take my time here from Denver. 108. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom, back to his left. Now they'll snap it. They're going to send 5. Nix flushed out. Stepping up, trying to reverse field. He's going to run for the first down. He's got it at the 45-yard line. Gets set out of bounds at the 43. Pushed out by Trey White with the game-winning pick last time. He got 7. Good change of direction there by Bo Nix. And now you have 2 timeouts and 56 seconds to work with. Harbaugh Hall of Famer? No. John Harbaugh's not a Hall of Famer. Right, Gary Holman, Jackson 5. Yep. 0 answer for Nixon's legs. Yep. Same thing with the Broncos with Josh Allen. Yeah, a lot of legal hurdles for Gary. Yep. Right, best coach of Belichick's Troy Saban? I mean, for NFL. For NFL. Obviously, for everything, Saban is the best, so that's not even close. 56 seconds. 2 timeouts to work with. They're in field goal range at this point, the 44-yard line. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom, back to his left. Now they'll motion Mims to the bottom of the screen. Draw play. Beatty to the 40. Gets him in range at the 35. And now there is a flag on the play. I was going to say now Denver should call a timeout, but holding on the offense. So back it up 10 yards. Back into their own territory. You go like mine so far, yep. Cookies? Yeah, I do like cookies, yes. I do like cookies. Sure, cookies are great. Josh Jones was great for some. Yes. 1st and 20. Yeah, new video dropping tomorrow. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe to the subscribe on the channel so we try and grow this community even more. Even for NFL, it's still probably Saban. That is a sad indictment on Belichick's streak. 1st and 20. Broncos heavily penalized this season. 3 of them on the screen, back to his left. Nix in the gun, 2 on the play clock. They get it off, they'll send 4. Nix checks it down on the middle, that's caught by Harvey to the 50, and they'll get the yardage back at the 45, but now they're going to take their timeout with 44 seconds. Back in plus territory for a gain of 9. Best coach from the Sirianni tree? I mean, I go Kellen Moore on that one. He released 3 times safe for CBS. No Mahomes and Burrow, Lamar. This has to be Allen sent to go to the Super Bowl. I get that. I mean, I felt the same way. Who's more likely to return to the NFL in 27, Belichick or Tomlin? I would say Tomlin. If he doesn't like the NFL or the media lifestyle. I think Belichick, no one's going to take a chance on him. I would be stunned if anyone takes a chance on him. Barlow makes free cookies. Oh, that's awesome. It's technically part of the Bradshaw industry. Coach used to be a bit complicated. It's not fair just to write the sound side. Although, to be fair, it's not that Allen's playing like crap when they're losing these games. Like, Allen doesn't really choke in the playoffs. It's more the other quarterback outduels him. This is a little bit more. Ken Moore's a McCarthy coach? It's from the same, yeah, similar tree, yeah. Or second the American Swish? Yes, I do. For now, at least. Best coaching tree? Bill Walsh. I think probably Bill Walsh. His tree is insane. Right, Belichick's not coming back anytime soon. Tomlin could theoretically. Like, Josh Allen has not played too many bad playoff games. It's just bad luck. It's not like Justin Herbert. It's not like we're talking like, oh, is this Herbert's time finally? Herbert's playing like crap in the playoffs. Allen's playing his butt off. Just for whatever reason, can't win. Tell me other children's tree? Yeah. You made her multiple trees. Coaching trees are very weird like that. Yeah, Gilman's tree was insane. Yeah, Sig Gilman's tree was nuts. He's one of the greatest coaches of all time. One was underrated, too. We don't have the modern offense without him. I don't know what happened to the Niners logo. It just is an NFL shield. I don't know why. Last coaching job before their first head coaching job. That makes sense. And 10 all your score. 1 timeout left for the Broncos. The 45-yard line here. Can they get points for the halftime break? Buffalo, 3 drives. Gone across the 30 all 3 times. Yeah, I don't think Carroll's off here. There are going to be some good arguments. Now, Buffalo taking a timeout. Okay, they don't like what they see. I'm not sure what happened there. McDermott calling a very quick timeout. So both teams down with 1 left. The Pro Tour 3? All right. Wise Cousins, CBS booth. He's very good with media, and I think he's auditioning. He's auditioning for a gig at some point. How's it going, Joe X? So far, defensive battle. Expecting more offense? I mean, not really. I mean, Buffalo's had 3 drives. Have gotten across the 30 all 3 times. Both teams are moving the ball, just long possessions. I wouldn't really call it a defensive battle. Just not a lot of chunk plays. Just long possessions. Because Circus Ryan left. Yep. This game is drunken. I love it. Yep. 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom in the pistol here. Nix takes it. They're going to send 3 with the spy. Nix flush out to the near side. Fires sidearm. Almost intercepted. Looking for Sutton. Broken up on the play by Cam Lewis on the near side. 3rd down. And Lewis is shaken up after that. Lewis goes to the ground. After getting a hand on that one. Landed awkwardly. Feels like 5 minutes of an NBA game. It does. Right, Arian's a little bit different, yeah. Because that's, yeah. Gruden in Pittsburgh, probably too old, the whole lawsuit thing. Yeah, I don't know about too old. I mean, Gruden, if he's old, I mean, he looks very youthful. So 3rd and 10. And Cam Lewis down for Buffalo. You burn through your timeouts just like that. And now how do you play this if you're Denver? Buffalo's got no timeouts except for the injury to Lewis. So if you're Denver, you want to get in field goal range. You're running it well. I'm not throwing here. Yeah, I saw the GPS. I did. I'm not throwing if I'm Denver. Buffalo's got no timeouts. They have to burn one with a Cam Lewis injury. If I'm Denver, run the ball, get into range. You get the first, call your timeout. You don't get the first, you can take it all the way down. So the problem is that if you throw the ball, falls incomplete, Buffalo gets it back. You can't try the field goal. You're not in range. Yeah, Miami beat 19-0. Crazy game today. The three-pointers at the end were nuts. Only game Romo called Al Mahomes. Jeez. 0 assistants off his coaches who got Harris coaches. That's nuts to think about. That is nuts. Sirianni he was from Indy. He's from the Reich tree. The Broncos turf gets so cursed. Yeah, that's nuts, J-Wix. Yep. I said watch Mahomes right. Romo is awful. Again, I'm running the ball here. I'm running it. You get into range. If you don't get the first, you let it run until the final second, and you call your timeout. Throw some decision. I get it. I wouldn't do it. I think it depends on what the throw is. A screen pass that gets dropped, no. But if you're taking like a deep shot to the end zone, I don't know what that is. Yeah, Miami, they keep winning, they'll reach the tournament? I think so. I am not throwing here. And remember, Buffalo had to take a timeout, not just because of Lewis injury, but because they weren't set on 2nd and 11. Yeah, Iowa State's struggling now. 3rd down. Are they going empty backfield? Oh, no, I don't agree with this. Okay, now they're going to have a man to his right and Beatty. 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom again. I'm running it here. I'm running it. I get the idea of throwing. I would not be here. Knicks will snap it. They'll send 4. Knicks stepping up. Middle of the field. Open. Call it the 30. Now you take your timeout. With 31. Great throw there by Knicks. Gain of 15. And now you're definitely in a field goal range. With 31 seconds. No timeouts for either side. That aged well. Going down to make the grab. Marvin Mims for the 3rd time today. G, we're doing a cover of Pink Pony Club? Wait, what? 50 seconds tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern. Yeah, Vrabel would be technically Bill O'Brien coaching tree. So 32 seconds, no timeouts for either side. 1 at the top of the screen now, 2 at the top. His son goes to the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. No timeouts left for the Broncos. They're going to send 5. Knicks flushed out, just checks it down, incomplete, throws it away in the dirt at the feet of Evan Ingram. You heard that Heffley's the leader in the clubhouse, which, thank God, it's not Campanelli. I heard that he's the leader in the clubhouse. 2nd and 10. Pressure right up the middle from both Ed Oliver and Shaq Thompson. He's been turning back time this postseason. A former Panther linebacker. 2nd and 10. One at the top of the screen, 3 at the bottom. Knicks snaps it. They'll send 4. Flushed out to the far side or near side. Knicks going across the field. Post pattern caught. Lil Jordan Humphrey this time makes the grab. He dropped a touchdown earlier. He's not dropping that one. Knicks looks across the field and sees Lil Jordan Humphrey wide open. Fact, Rob. I'm going to go fact. This time hangs on. Knicks took a shot on that one. Just gets by. Darnell Savage. Required to help out the secondary after being cut by Jacksonville this year. Extra point by Lutz is good. Buffalo, 22 seconds. Gamon, or NY Weather fan with a 10. I appreciate you, man. You asked why he blocked? I don't know. I don't know. You're not far off number one, by the way. You're not far off number one. You are only under 400 off. I appreciate you for telling that one. I'll ask him. I'll ask him. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. I'm a Weather fan, as always. Gets it over to yeah, Rocky Mountain High, yep. A score after second, make a 2-score game. Yeah, Buffalo gets the ball to start the half. Buffalo gets it to start the half, so. His name is Lil Jordan. Yes, it is. So Buffalo is the team that has the chance to double dip. 400? Less than 400. It's less than 400. NFL coaches are standalone, not part of any tree. Yeah, Urban Meyer, yeah. Some guys like that, like Lou Holtz, yeah. Football any level? I've not, no. Besides like recess, I have not. You want to correct that play call? Absolutely. Absolutely on that. You're not too far off, though. Come on, or NY Weather friend. You're not too far off. Nick's silence and downers once again. We will see. Buffalo gets it back. No timeouts. 22 seconds. You see on the scoreboard right there. Kickoff. Field. Oh, that's a mistake. Field the 3. Did he step out of bounds? Oh, that's a dumb mistake there to the 30-yard line. Ray Davis, just plant your foot out of bounds and catch the ball you got at the 40. Why? Oh, I don't want to see that replay with Jordan. I want to see the kickoff. He could have stepped out of bounds. He could have had the ball out of bounds. Place a foot out of bounds in that spot. What is he doing? What is Ray Davis doing? Just place a foot out of bounds, and you get the ball at the 40, and no time comes off the clock. Then you get the 30, you have 6 fewer seconds to work with. Lil Jordan rapper? No. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. They'll send 3. Allen, trying to buy time, stepping up. He's going to take off and run to the 35, to the 40, and he loses the football, tries a lateral patch. It's going to fall on if you're Buffalo. Cannot do so, and Denver's going to get a possession. What on earth just happened there? With 2 seconds left. Second fumble for Buffalo today. It's all falling apart. What on earth just happened? Did he try to lateral that ball? Realizing he couldn't get out of bounds, did he try to lateral that thing? No, I think he just lost it. I think he just lost the handle. And now Denver a chance to go by 2 scores. No awareness for Buffalo whatsoever. Between the kickoff that should have gone out of bounds and then the Allen fumble. And just like last week, seemingly out of nothing, the Bills in danger of allowing 3 on the final play of the half. Just like last week. Lutz from 50. Kick is up. It is good. And Denver leads by 2 scores. Lutz does what Cam Little couldn't do last time on the final play of the half. Buffalo down by 10. What on earth? Will Lutz 2 for 2 this game. Buffalo, it was 3rd and long for the Broncos. You figured a chance to get it back and take the lead, a chance to double dip, and now you're down by 10. I don't recover? I don't know. Worst of Allen's career? That was pretty bad. The play against the Texans in 2019 was also pretty bad. 2-score game. Allen never still will hope this coming. Ages like milk. Oh, man. Burst of static. I don't blame him. That was Gabbard-esque. Yes, it was. Let's say he haven't heard from him yet. Haven't heard from him yet. He is not it's not in the chat right now. So haven't heard from him yet. I'll let you know, though. I will let you know on that one. Dumb decision? No, not a decision. I mean, that's a player dumb decision, if anything. Let's ride something like that. With that, I'll like to be back to full court at some point. All good, man. Oh, wow. Bobby on that one. Or, wow, JP on that one. How's it going, Jacob? Yeah. W2F, yeah. WTF on that one. We have a player to switch. Yeah, the player to switch would be Ray Allen. Well, Ray Davis, not Josh Allen. Which game do you want, Jacob? I'll get you on the call for it. Appreciate you, man. Which game do you want? I don't know what to say about Josh Allen on that last play. That was really dumb. That was really, really bad. Got a better ball security there. Go Broncos. How's it going, Brian? Off to a good start so far. Off to a darn good start so far. Denver looking to win their first playoff game in a decade. You want Michigan? All right, get you on the call for it. Appreciate you guys. Just doing no timeouts? No, I get why you don't kneel it with no timeouts. I get that. I mean, you only need about 30 yards to get into range with Josh Allen. I get it. You just got to hold on to the ball. Whereas the Jags are seeing 0-1. I forgot about that. The Bills have to go through these good quarterbacks to the playoffs. Dumb decisions? That was not good. Talking about dumb decision, but that was not good. You won't believe the Bills are dead until they're 15 feet buried in the ground. Yep. I mean, they're moving the ball today. They switched Trubisky for the final play? Yes. I mean, Buffalo's moved the ball today. So the opening drive is going to be... Yeah, it's bad, yeah. Fundamentals, folks, yep. Who's got a Mustang for? I'm going to invite a friend. Or just sell the ticket. Broncos to win this. You going Texas for Super Bowl? Yes, I am. McDermott? No. But poor special teams play. But kickoff was the dumb part. Davis is a step out of bounds. Davis is a step out of bounds on that one. Had some tailgate. Have a great time, man. Have a phenomenal time. We'll see what happens, Keller. Been a heck of a season. Bone except for Allen by a large margin. That last play was not good. He tried lateral? No, he didn't try a lateral. That just fell out. He was not even trying to lateral that ball. Feel like changing my pick? Not yet. Why is Hamilton in studio? It doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense why they're in studio. It's actually, it's insulting that they're in studio. They travel to regional games, and they don't travel for playoff games. Makes no sense. We turn back on the hot seat? No, I don't think so. I think the fact they beat Jacksonville last week, he's okay. Lucky play by Allen? That was not good. That was really not good. So I won Jameis play, yeah, with the wins, just goes out of his hand. I remember that one. Buzz coming back? We will see. We will see on that. Down by 10, we see some comebacks this postseason. I'm a Dolphin fan, yell at how dumb Allen is. It's not great. Broncos don't have to change their pick? Yeah, if the Broncos win, I would probably change it to the Rams. 10-10 your score. Brain fart by a player in the playoffs was the worst. It's going just one route. Yep. Worst brain fart by a player in the playoffs. Oh, man. Whew. Worst brain fart by a I mean, I don't know what the worst one would be, but we do have a Grossi raid. How's it going, everyone? Appreciate all you guys tuning in. Back in the studio. How is it going, everyone? If you are just tuning in from the Grossi Rate, I appreciate all you guys a ton. This is where I stream all these games. Appreciate all you guys a ton. Thanks for helping us get to 70K. If you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe. We stream all the time on this channel. We're doing the College World Championship on Monday night. We're going to be live for college basketball, the Winter Olympics, baseball, basketball, you name it, we're live for everything, World Cup. I appreciate all you guys tuning in. Emma Flush, how's it going, everyone? Bill Zop and James Cook, nothing else. I mean, Josh Allen's really good. Appreciate all you guys. How's it going, Corrine? How's it going, Joe? Arcade Fortnite, Mr. Waffles, Rachel Bird, Duke City Crew, Ryan Shelby, the Tet to Diver, Craig, how's it going? Ticklish, appreciate all you guys tuning in. Causes boys, I'm subscribed. Appreciate you a ton, Andrew. Appreciate you guys. I was here. How's it going, DeLands, man? Bills fan 17, Allen. Oh, that was a rough one for Allen. That was a rough one. Appreciate all you guys being here. If you're ever to one of these streams, what happens? Yeah, I'm back home. I am back home in Arizona. This is my regular setup with the LED board up there to keep you updated on everything taking place around the sports world. Hope the Pats for the Super Bowl. I hope they beat the Texans. I do not like the Texans. How's it going, Hot Dogs? 10-11. How's it going, Leanne Hawley? Appreciate you, man. We're already at 70K. Yep, now the push begins to 100K, just like Rossi's push for $1 million. Saying Russ for like a week. Yeah, feeling the love right now. Feeling the love. You mean a grade? Yes, it is a grade. It is a grade. I do have a Tom Grossi autographed helmet. I should note, if you're just tuning in, I do have a Grossi autographed helmet from the 30 and 30 out in Arizona. Been subscribed for 2 years like causes. I appreciate you a ton, Andrew, on that one. I appreciate you a ton. It means a lot to me. Weber calls him out. Count as a playoff brain fart? Yes, it does. Absolutely counts as a brain fart. Yeah, but I have the Beltron also looking at straight down the middle in Game 7. But this is Tom Grossi autographed helmet from the 30 and 30 in Arizona. I appreciate all you guys being here. How's it going, Jen? How's it going, Rich? Appreciate you tuning in. How's it going, Teta Diver? How's it going, Regis Lane and PN Gaming? If you're never to one of these streams, how it works is like this. I stream every day on this channel. I don't take any days off. I stream every day. We're live for all the playoff games. If you need a guy for the College Football Championship, we go live every single college football game. Yeah, I did hear that they called Al Mahomes on the broadcast. Not great. San Francisco Championship drop interception. You think that's how they win it? Ooh, all right. Drake Mays go for me. He's so good. I don't know if he's going to win MVP, if it's going to be Stafford. I mean, Stafford got first team All-Pro. Usually first team All-Pro goes MVP, but they might go split down the ballot. We'll see. Grossman is critical. Yes, it is. I appreciate you guys a ton on that one. Appreciate you guys a ton. Broncos won 15 straight playoff games from late at halftime. It has been a while since they lost. How's it going, Colin? Appreciate you tuning in. We're against both Pats and Texans, so otherwise I don't care who makes or wins Super Bowl. So room for the meteor tomorrow. That's right here. Yep. A lot of helmets. Yep, I have helmets for every team. I've got Niners helmets and Seahawks helmets when this game is done. Ray from Straya, how's it going, Mark? Appreciate you tuning in. But I have helmets from every team. So when the Niners and Seahawks play later today, I got the setup here. Yep, otherwise known as the Grump. Yep. Otherwise known as the Grump. So we have Niners helmets, Seahawks helmets. We're going to be live for the playoffs later tonight. We're going to be live for the College World Championship Monday. So if you want to stream it for College World Championship, I've got tons of autograph helmets for college as well. Yeah, T-Wolves lost tonight, but the Wilds are another midseason collapse. Yep, Wild is going to be another first-round exit in all likelihood if they make the playoffs this time. Rose Free malfunction from his unhealthy obsession with Mahomes. Yes, it did. I said I was going to reference him at least one time this postseason. I did say it. Yeah, and then after the game, we do this thing called overtime, which is just nuts. It's like a Q&A, but it's on all the drugs. But it's really, really fun. Those guys don't want to with the snow going around the Northeast probably can't fly. Yeah. But it's... I feel like they would have gone in on Thursday night, though. Right? They probably would have gone in Thursday night. I would think. Like I said last week, the game was in Buffalo. They'd 100% be there right now, but the game is being hosted by one of the 3 Golden Boys, so they just stay in the studio. Yeah. You do on the Gross Spots. Yes, we do. Oh, man. Gross Spots coming hot as of late. Coming in hot. If he's doing any of the charity, the Million stream again, I will be happy to assist in any way I can. Wouldn't be too sorry the Bears to miss Super Bowl. Yeah, it's been a heck of a ride. Been a heck of a ride for Chicago. Be a heck of a ride. Or not believe Beltron taking that call third straight. Appreciate you a ton, Leon. Appreciate you a ton. We will enjoy all the games on here. I appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you like what we see, folks, make sure that like button, subscribe. It really does help us out a ton on the channel. We should try to grow this community even more. We have videos every day about the weird and the wacky history of the NFL. You like Starfleet? Yep, I love that community. That community is awesome. The community is awesome. Rachel Broncos is bad right now. Yeah, I thought there were no problems though. I thought based on the CBS report they have no problems with Ansel Romo and everything. But, whew. And 10-point game. Buffalo gets it to start the half when we get back. I appreciate all you guys being here for this one. More detrimental, the missed field goal the 9-1 AFC Championship. Oh, I think Elliott was worse. I think Lynn Elliott was worse in the divisional against the Broncos. Here for the Gross Rate. You were? Yes, you were. Probably figured it wasn't worth the risk. Also have to get back to. That's fair. They have to get back. That's fair. They might not have to if Denver wins. Big Steve posted right back in the day. Yes, I did. Back a long time ago. A long time ago. Good to see you again, man. Appreciate you a ton, Nate. Means a lot to me. Thank you so much, man. Drone shot more accurate to what the mountains look like Denver. Yes, that one's more accurate. Right, every team makes that next step. Nope. But only was divisional round. Yep, they got to buy to the wild card round. They got to buy to the wild card round in that one. And I appreciate all you guys being here for this one, whether you're here for the Grossi raid or whether you're here just for me. I appreciate all you guys a ton. How far could KC have gone? They made that kick? Super Bowl. They wouldn't have beat the Cowboys, but I think they could have gone to the Super Bowl. I think they definitely could have gone to the Super Bowl. It's also Holiday weekend. That is true. It is MLK weekend. Yes, it is. Yeah, Romo predicted the touchdown at least. He did do that. That was vintage Romo. Had the Bills win with a really shooting themselves in the foot? Yeah, it's something great. Again, Denver had a 3rd and long. Multiple 3rd down conversions. Multiple 3rd down attempts. With under 2 minutes to go, they got the ball back and potentially double dip. And now you're down by 10. Man. Right, more like compromise of Purdy. Yes. Yes. Oh, man. So 20-10, your score, 2.5 to go. Convince you? Yes. To some extent, yeah. When the playoffs is hard, Bears shouldn't just sit more victories to make it this far. Who knows if this is the best chance? You know, I think, like, you look back at the season, like, what a heck of a season. They were trying to win, but it's like, what a heck of a year it's been. Thoughts on Fox announcers other than Myers? Jonathan Vilma's not good. Vilma is a problem. He should be in Buffalo. If the play calling wasn't bringing down the first half, guys would be losing to New England. Yeah, I think so. Or go to New England, yeah. I think the Pats would have beaten us. I could take Celis on that. I think the Pats would have beaten us. But, yeah. The Red Mount, I did see that. Yeah, I saw the Moist critical vid. Oh my, that was insane. Yeah, it never had to be bad. He literally promoted a scam. That was insanity. But who scored the other touchdown? Oh. Well, Jawan threw the touchdown. Did he catch one? I'm going to go Jawan Jennings. I did have him in Denver earlier this year. 2 teams in this game want to play each other in the AFC Championship. I would think they both want to play the Patriots. Josh Allen usually is not good against the Texans, and the Broncos did not play well against the Texans last time. Right? No one expected to get this far. No one did. Yeah, but the random out was insane. He literally promoted a scam, and then he's like, I want like 6 figures and access to all the resources. Like, what? It was so dumb. So dumb. About a minute to go before we start the second half here. Again, make sure you're live later tonight for the Seahawks Niners game. We'll redirect that after that's done. It's got so much worse. Yes, it has. It has gotten a lot worse. It was Robinson. Oh, man. Oh, I didn't see that touchdown. That's why. I did not see that touchdown. So welcome back from the stadium. Texans are making the Super Bowl, though. With that defense, I don't know. That defense is darn good because they just send 4 and they dare you to beat you. Right? Can't take any opportunity for granted. No, I think there's a difference between that and being like, it's been a heck of a ride. I can't believe we made it this far. I have to hold my nose the other way. Yep. All right, 20-10 your score. Again, appreciate all you guys being here. So we'll start the second half. Buffalo, the one saving grace is they get the ball back. Yeah, getting our first playoff wins in 50 years, it was the Packers and that comeback. I don't know if that's going to be an emotional letdown, because that's one of those games, I don't know how you bounce back from it. That's one of those games where, how do you bounce back from an emotional high like that? Texas the best team that's left in the playoffs? Easily. It could be 49ers, yes. I have no problem with that. Although the 5-0 game, the Lions-Cowboys could be that. The 5-0 game. Kickoff return to the 25-yard line. And that's where the Bills will start this drive. Josh Allen last drive. I think the less said, the better. I had a good first half before, well, you know what. But 2 fumbles for Buffalo, -2 in the turnover column. That's a big reason why they're losing this one. Team starts 0-3, doesn't belong in the playoffs at all. We've seen teams make it at 0-3 before, even under the old format. Even before it got expanded. 2 at the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. They're going left to right. Broncos right to left. Motion to the bottom of the screen goes Shakir handoff here to Cook. Nothing doing. Bottled up immediately in the backfield by Nick Benito. Brings up 2nd down. Yeah, third time over 3 yards carry. That was big. Right, Bears had 0 expectation this year. It's not like the Bills the last several years. Yeah, exactly. It's almost heavily botted. It has to be. Yeah, I feel like most of the stuff is botted. 0-16 in the playoffs? No. 0-4 is the worst anyone's been. 92 Chargers were 0-4 and they made it. They're the only team to be 0-4 and make it. 0-3's happened a few times. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Allen. Gonna motion Cook. It's the H-back. Allen takes it, low snap. They're going to send 4 pressure on the blind side. Here's he throws. That ball is out. It's picked up by Denver. Roach falls on it, and the Broncos take over. Started with the low snap, and the Broncos in plus territory. It's all falling apart. How about change helmet service so quickly? I have a system at this point. I've got a system. It takes about 10 minutes. I can do it in 5, though, if I need to. Pressure off the edge. Yeah, Nick Bonito guarded. What is the offense? Khalil Shakir is the blocker on Nick Bonito? What? What? What was that play call? That's a third fumble. So why on earth was Khalil Shakir guarding Nick Bonito? To the top, one of them back to his left. Ball at the 17-yard line. Buffalo a chance to double dip. They're going to give it back to Denver. To the top, one of them. They'll send 5. Nix in the flat on the near side. Harvey bounces off whoopee tackler. And will be brought down at the 11-yard line. Gain of 6. Matt Milano was the guy who whiffed it initially. 2nd and 4. Allen's worst game ever? No, this is not his worst game ever. Ever seen 05-16 make the playoffs? No. I would be stunned if we ever do. We have to be a division that's just so bad. Second and 4. Just got home to 3 if you're Buffalo. It'd still be a 2-score game. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Back to his left. Nix in the gun. 1 on the play clock. Gets it off. They give to Harvey. Harvey, he'll get a gain of 1 down to the 10. Brought down by Johnson. Now, if I'm Denver, this is 4-down territory for me. Unless you lose yards, this is 4-down territory. You walk away making this a 3-score game. I'm treating this as 2 plays to get 3 yards, especially against this ground game, this porous run defense. I see some of that. I see that as well, Banjo. I'm making this a 3-score game. A motion Atkins to the top, 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Another guy in motion. They'll toss it out wide. McLaughlin. He is bottled up, nowhere to go. Juke move gets outside, gets back to the line. Well, Buffalo's going to get the stop. Deon Walker, the 4th-round pick, makes the play. Jackson had a lot of success last week running side to side. They try to toss it out there. Only a loss of 1. And now a decision. If you hold to 3, that's a win for Buffalo considering the starting field position. I would go for it here personally. I would go. But we saw last week in that Jags-Bills game, the Bills fumbled it near the red zone. Near their own red zone. Jacksonville got nothing out. 4th and 4. This is going to be a hard count. This is just a hard count. They're not calling a play. We'll see if they call timeout. If they call timeout, and they're going for it. They're going to take the delay of game. Buffalo will hold to 3. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I'm trying to make it a 3-score game. So it's the second time this postseason the Bills have fumbled inside their own 30. They've held their opponents to just 3 points in that stretch. Assuming this kick is good. Being a twin machine? Yes, I have. I can multitask. So 4th and 8. Lutz on for the field goal. Have I taken the video down? I have not, no. I have not taken the video down. 33-yard try. Lutz. That one tucks inside the right upright. It's good. A wasted opportunity there, though. You gotta figure a wasted opportunity. 13 straight points for Denver, but they could have gone up by 3 scores. Buffalo gets the stop. More tests for crap, yeah. It still remains a 2-score game. Sure, let's welcome back to my food. So here's the thing. Josh Allen, despite the fumbling issues and all that right now, only down by 2 scores. Those are the opportunities you got to take advantage of against a team like Buffalo. Champagne, a Hall of Famer? He makes a Super Bowl, yes. He makes a Super Bowl, he's a Hall of Famer. Should we go test for Pats against defense? Yes, it will be. Broncos song is Rocky Mountain High. Talk about New Meaning for Colorado legalized weed. Yes, yes, it has. Yes, it has. Right, if it's playing well, yep. They are playing well right now. 23-10. Again, if you like what we see, that like button, subscribe to this episode. It's on the channel. Trying to grow this community even more. Make sure you're here for the Seahawks Niners game. It's going to redirect automatically to that stream once the time comes. Sean May makes another Super Bowl. We have to delete all our comments about him in 23. I mean, he was not coaching well in 23. He really improved. He was not coaching well in 23. Man, that Chiefs game was an embarrassment. Yeah, believe me, I'm with you on that one, Sports Talk. I agree with you on that one. That one I agree. 4th and 4, before I was like, take the points. Here I'm like, go for it. If it's for start Disney Plus, nice. So we got me final 2-1 lines with the Jags. We'll find a brand new way to lose. I had no problem with that. 23-10. I saw the movie getting announced. I love that. It's going to be about the relationship of the stepbrothers. What happens if they never meet? Get a little origin story. I like it. And potential double entendre. All right, 23-10. Bills down by 13. 3 turnovers have been the difference. Bills -3 in that department, resulting in 13 points. Without the turnovers, it's 10-10 right now. 3 turnovers, 13 points. Tells you everything you need to know. His kickoff return to the 27-yard line before he's taken down the play by Devon Key. Buffalo at the 27, going left to right when we get back here. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. Really does help us out a ton on the channel as we try to grow this community even more. Just show the stats of the turnover points and whatnot. 2 at the top of the screen, 2 at the bottom, including Curtis Samuel lineup close to the line. Cook in the backfield to his right. Tell Hall of Fame coaches again? Yes, I think so. Swings out to the near side. Cook. Did that go backwards? Incomplete. Through Cook's hands. Stops the clock, 2nd down. Yeah, Tom's Hall of Famer. 19 straight non-losing seasons. We will never see that again. Yep, that was forward. Yep, through the 20. Yep, and that's out the 20 and a half, but bit behind now. A bit behind Cook, I should say, on that throw. Defense Tyler, Cowers Steelers or under Tomlin? Cowers Steelers. Have better defense. Sean makes Super Bowl. Cowers going to be more insufferable? Yes. Oh, absolutely. 2nd and 10. If he's not already. We have to return to coaches without the Hall. Yeah, I don't think it's happening. It's made 2. He's 1-1. 19 straight seasons without a losing record. 3 at the top of the screen. They're going to send 4. Allen. Pressured. Steps up. Throws on the run on the wheel. That's caught by Stein on the far side. Kincaid. Quiet day so far for him. But a big gain there out near midfield. On the far side. Good job by Allen extending the play. Stepping up. And that's what Josh Allen can do. That was Chris with the bridesmaid. We'll see after this drive. Only getting 3 was massive. Bills lose getting McDermott fired? I don't think so. In this cycle, with not a lot of great names and with how many vacancies there are, I don't think he'll be fired. Out the 48-yard line of Denver. Dalton Kincaid, a former first-round pick, 30-year man. Gets Buffalo into some sort of rhythm. They needed that. I formation. Toss out to Cook. Cook now tries to cut up the middle. He'll get 2. Taken down by McMillan, or Singleton, I should say, at the 46-yard line. 2nd and 8. And even despite -3 in the turnover column, it's only a 2-score game. So we're a contender for 2010. I don't think anyone thought they were going to win it all. I don't think anyone thought the Steelers would win it all in 2016 or 2017. James Harrison, Tomlin's a Hall of Famer. I don't agree with him on that. I don't agree at all. I think Tomlin's absolutely Hall of Famer. Eli Manning called for him. That by the same logic, Edelman is too. Why? No. No, that's very different. Edelman was never a top 5 receiver in football. He has no accolades. Allen, head route, caught by his tight end at the 42-yard line. Kincaid, second grab of the drive, taken down by Moss at the 39-yard line, 3rd and 1. No, Eli Manning has a bunch of accolades to his name. Julian Edelman has never been an All-Pro. He has never been a Pro Bowler. QB sneak, Allen gets the first. He has 3 seasons with 1,000 yards. That's it. Another successful QB sneak and Buffalo driving here. His MVP was a joke. Super Bowl 53 MVP was a joke, seeing as that was an offensive game. He didn't even score a touchdown or make the biggest play of the game. He's 178th in receiving yards all time, 92nd in receptions. It's very different from the Eli argument. Very different. 1 at the top of the screen, 3 at the bottom. Back to his right is Cook. The motion Knox closer to the line. Now they motion Samuel in orbit to the bottom of the screen. Fake the give to Cook. Allen stepping up, delivers middle of the field. Kincaid jacked up at the 31-yard line by Hufanga. 3rd grab for him this drive, but took a shot on that one. It was feeling that in the morning. Looked clean to me as well. Yeah, that's clean. Led with the shoulder. Praise fire with the loss. Fiction. How's it going, MP3? Appreciate you tuning in. A clean hit there by Hufanga. 2nd and 3. And good job by Kincaid holding on to that one. Right, Carroll made 2-1-1. Yep, same thing with Tomlin. Yeah, Tomlin's got way better as a Carroll. Cook on the middle to the 25. First down the 20, down to the 18-yard line. And Locke takes him down for a gain of 12. Right, one of the biggest game in pro football history. Yes, he did. Right, Tomlin's resume is a lot better than Cowher. Cowher's in the Hall of Fame, so. Just good job getting to the second level over Spencer Brown, the 5th-year man. Buffalo in the red zone. And when they're not turning it over, they've not been stuffed. That's the one bit of a stress. Feels a very good song. I do love that one a lot. Hall very good. James Harrison, yes. Yeah, no problem with Hall. Very good. I'm one of the best players of his era with no accolades. I think that's fair. 5 on the play clock. 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Back to his right here is Davis. Allen takes it. They're going to send 6. Allen slam pass middle of the field. That's caught. Down to the 10 goes Shakir. Gain of 9. 2nd and 1. And this is the problem with being only a 2-score game. Is that Josh Allen has come back from these spots to 4. They are moving it. Just got to stop turning it over. Rather than MVP, yeah. 2nd and 1. Shakir now 16 targets this postseason, 16 catches. The Darnold injury, I hope it's okay. We'll see. We'll see with that Niners defense. We'll see what happens. Obviously, Niners have a lot of injuries themselves. 2nd and 1. Quick little slam pass. Let's go. Keon Coleman makes the grab, dives for the pylon. He's in. Redemption for Keon Coleman for the earlier drop, and Buffalo's right back in this thing. Keon Coleman, the 2nd-year man out of FSU. It's been a tumultuous time for him with the Bills. And he's in. Yep, that ball crossed. What advice do I give? How long does it take people to start the demo reels? Oh, I don't know on that. Oh, man. What advice would I give? I would say... Oh, man. Depends on where you're starting out. Extra point is good. 23-17. Like, I would say with the demo reels, show off your personality. And I would also say, put all the good stuff in front. Like, make sure it's all the good stuff in front. Make it tight. And I think in terms of advice, call video games. I think that's a really good piece of advice. Like, call games that you play of like Madden or NBA 2K or FIFA. Why not? You get really good experience with that. Just show off your personality. Do the prep work as well. Do the prep work. Show that you're going to put in the prep work. So that makes a difference. It is very hard. It's one of those things where it looks easy, but it's very hard to commentate for 3 hours. Like an actual sporting event with prep work and Like, if you're not prepared, like, it becomes very apparent. Made the extra point. Yep, 23-17. Belmont the Broncos choke. Well, I don't know about that. Legacy draft for next, so way too early. Third quarter, no. Darnold is active. No surprises there. No surprises there. At least one All-Pro team would be a consideration? Probably not. Probably not. Yeah, but how long it takes? It depends on the company. Who thinks should win Super Bowl 53 MVP not Edelman? Gilmore. You can't give it to a defender. You cannot give it to an offensive player. For that game, you can't give it to an offensive player. Edelman was the worst receiver to win MVP of the Super Bowl. He was by far, of the receivers to win MVP of the Super Bowl, he had the worst game of the bunch. Either give it to the three biggest plays of the game were the Gilmore bat down, the Michelle touchdown, and the Gronk catch. Edelman did not contribute. Without Edelman, they win that game. Yeah, that 9-4 Sharps defense, yeah. A lot of players that died way too young on that defense. Yeah, Les O'Neill was great. Yeah, he was really, really good. And when Tomlin won AFC Special Teams Player of the Week, yeah, major logjam the Hall of Fame. Yeah, I don't want to put Edelman in. No way. So 23-17 your score. Right, Holmway tell us you got it. Yes, they do. Am I the best offensive player of the game? No. No, he was not. Not even close, actually. Michelle had the touchdown. Gronkowski had the big grab that got him to the goal line. That really opened things up. Edelman was not the best offensive player in the game, let alone the best player of the game. That was a farce of an MVP award. That might have been the worst MVP award ever given. I mean, that was a complete farce. Kickoff, end zone touchback. Really, people was a punters? Yes. Hecker had a great game that one. When we get to Michelle, I would have gone to Gilmore. I would have gone Gilmore on that one, but I don't hate Michelle for that. Denver's going to take over after being held to 3 last time, despite good field position. Time Mr. MVP was best player, but not even close to most valuable. Desmond Howard. Reggie White, Brett Favre were better, or were more valuable, but Desmond Howard was, or even Jacoby Jones to some extent. Also, what party was that Super Bowl? 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom. Didn't think Patsy was great. I think Goff would just shut out. They're going to send 5. Nix on his back foot, seam around middle of the field, looking for Troutman, incomplete. Thrown behind his man, brings up 2nd down. Team's Hall of Fame is a lot different. Team Hall of Fame is a heck of a lot different. I have no problem with that. You want to put him in the Team Hall of Fame, that's a lot different. I think he should be in the Team Hall of Fame. The Pats Team Hall of Fame, 100,000% I'd put him in. But not the Pro Football Hall of Fame. It was 2 different things. It's like the Jaguars put Maurice Jones-Drew in the pride of the Jaguars. Put him in the Ring of Honor. I think it's a shame that they haven't. But Hall of Fame, no chance. Head off here on 2nd down. Harvey will get 5. Thrown down at the 40. And a big 3rd down coming up here. Buffalo's defense playing well so far this quarter. Got Milano win on the stop. Final score prediction: Buffalo 31, Denver 30. Yeah, I think that was a missed opportunity for Denver to go up by 3 scores. It wasn't terrible in the game, but he was not MVP. 3rd and 5. You got 4 at the top of the screen, including McLaughlin. 1 at the bottom. Empty backfield here. Bills only have 2 of... Okay, well, now it's a 3-by-2. Nick's not looking that way. What the heck was that play? Intercepted by the nose tackle. What was that play design? What was that play design? You had the matchup. Picked off by Deion Walker. What was that play design? You had the 4 receivers up front with only 2 guys on that side of the field. And you never looked that way. And And you're looking to check it down to Ingram instead, and Walker just drops back and makes the pick. I don't know what that design was. Like, you had the matchup, you had the 4x2. You had that. Like, what? I'm baffled. Not to my knowledge, 49ers. Yeah, that was insane with Foles. Yeah, that was insane. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom, back to his right. Buffalo right back in this thing. Bills Broncos BS. Yeah, this game is drunk. Screen pass to the outside on the far side. Shakir blowing up at the 40-yard line. Loss of 4. McMillan on the stop. 2nd and 14. Having Brandon Drew watching that. Yep. Yeah, literally, all that one's still there. Literally, you had the 4 receivers at the top of the screen with only 2 cornerbacks. You could have gone screen and then had the convoy. Even if you drop a linebacker, it's still 4 on 3. You have the convoy. Yeah, but let's not even look that way. Make that a part of the design. Okay. 1 at the top, 3 at the bottom, back to his left. 2nd and 14. First forced by the Bills. This game after forcing quite a few last time against Jacksonville. Deep shot. That one's picked off. Looking for Curtis Samuel. It's picked off at the 38-yard line. The deep shot. P.J. Locke locks him up. 4th turnover of the game. It's a Butterfinger party right now. What is happening? Okay. P.J. Locke gets the pick. And the Broncos will take over. No harm done. This one's going for it, Rich. Yep. At least been a good kind of game. I mean, not good. I don't think this game has been good. I think this game has been really, really sloppy. It's the greatest game. This game is Rocky Mountain High. Oh my goodness. Holy turnovers. Very sloppy game. Whew. Ever see a team score more points in garbage time than 95 Lions and the loss to the Eagles? Probably not. Not in the playoffs. Happy turnover day. Yep. Happy turnover day. Holy cow. So let's start YouTube on the side. What advice we give there? Just be yourself. Just be yourself on that one, I would say. Thanks for tomorrow to go Super Bowl. I think so. This is pretty sloppy right now. Yeah, just be yourself. Just try to get better every day. And be consistent. This game is drunk. Yeah, how many turnovers is that now? 5. 4 on the Broncos. Or 4 by the Broncos, 1 by the Bills. So -3 in the turnover column. All right. Unless reminds me of who got high like the Celtics got high. Yep. All right, first down for the Broncos. The 38-yard line in what has been... I don't even know how to describe it. So is it Allen's better than Troy Aikman? Yeah. No, I think so. I think he is. I think he's better. Allen speak is better than Aikman speak. Play action. Knicks flush out to the far side. Incomplete, looking for Trauma in the flat. Just throws at his feet. You know, with 2, so I don't see other teams beating them. Yeah, with the way they're playing right now, no. Or probably having a panic attack right now. This is just insane. Hand off here down to the 30 for McLaughlin. He'll get 2. Yeah, 4 turnovers last 10 minutes. Absolutely nuts. Third and 8 to the bottom of the screen. Knicks, they're going to send 5. Knicks wheel route to the near side. That's caught by Mims at the 45-50. Got a block. 45 down the 41. Gain him 19 and a first. Third down conversion there. This time Knicks converts. Swings it out to Marvin Mims, who's lined up in the backfield. And no one's on him. Too late to get there was Cole Bishop. And took a poor angle. And left Mims wide open for some yards after the catch. Ball to 41. Now they seem to belong in the divisional round. Man, I wish we could have won last week. One on the top of the screen, back to his right. 1 first down here in field goal range. Harvey gets nothing, maybe a yard at the 40-yard line up the middle. Taken down by Gregory Rousseau, the Miami defensive end. Speaking of Miami, we got Miami against Indiana. Monday night, we'll be live for that game. Second night, the 40. It's Denver Texans. Texans on the first one franchise history. Defense is too good. Knicks isn't up to the task. I mean, the Broncos beat the Texans the first time, but it was pretty much... It was a pretty low-scoring game. Don't love our chance so much. We'll go Denver, hell north of the Pats. That's fair. Yeah, it seems like a house of horrors in the conference championship, historically. 3 at the top, 1 on the bottom. Back to his left is Harvey. Knicks takes the Nelson 4. Free rusher off the edge. Epineza off... Or Bosa off the edge, I should say. Just forces the errant throw to the far sideline. Incomplete. Taylor for Bills OC 26. No, I think it's still going to be Brady. I don't think they're going to fire. Drake May Bo next to the unlikely AFC Championship game quarterback matchup ever. No, I don't know that. I don't know about that. Be up there, but I mean, I think Blake Bortles just being in any conference championship is nuts. More drunk this game or Seahawks Texans? Seahawks Texans. 2 at the top, 1 on back to his right. It's Beatty. The 40-yard line, they're going to send 5. Knicks, pressured, steps up, avoids the sack for the moment, then shovel pass incomplete. Was looking to give it a Beatty, but not enough muster on that one, and now you're probably going to have to kick the field goal. Be a 58-yard try. And his mile-high altitude. His long this year is 57. It's just a question of, can Lutz hit? I think he can. You make it as a 2-score game. This one you're talking with your kicker. And they're going to punt. So that's one of those that Peyton talks with Lutz. Have a target line. Gonna head into it. Oh, hopefully everything goes well. You have a target line, and if you don't hit that line, you don't chance it. Brown's been dumb today, yes. Debo leave? We will see. So no harm done for Buffalo. And that punt, not the best. It's fair caught at the 15-yard line by Shakir. Just 25 yards of net. Texans win. Is Stroud the worst quarterback to win the Super Bowl? No, Dilfer is still the worst. David Windler, Richard Todd, that was unexpected. Punting in Denver, but why? That's one of those Lutz tells you beforehand. That's not a dumb decision. That's one where Sean Payton definitely told Will Lutz, or Will Lutz told Sean Payton, and maybe during warm-ups what the range was. 16-point game. Wait, what? 16-point? You mean a 9-point game? Buffalo still went down by 6. Again, that's one of those, if Lutz could hit, he would do it. Indiana's going to come fight? Yep. Mid-2000s football, basically every way it does. Yep. Bad play calling cost the Jaguars game. You're not kidding on that one. We do have breaking news. Matt LaFleur, multi-year extension in Green Bay. Multi-year extension official in Green Bay. Ray O'Donnell switched to Super Bowl that year. He did. Yeah, forgot Buffalo scored, yeah. Again, that's one of those where... Where if Lutz can make it, you set him out. If he can't, you don't chance it. Yeah. I'll put a pull up though. I'll put a pull up. It's okay with 7 seeds. Want to tweet about the extension right now? Congrats on becoming the new Steelers. A multi-year contract extension just got announced. A 7-seed goat. Or they had to do it. They had to do it. I think it's because of the way they lost. Dolphins hiring Heffley. At least it's not Campanelli. Just please not Campanelli. Take Trent Dilfer over Doug Williams? No. No. Doug Williams is way better than Trent Dilfer. Yeah, I did call it last week. Yep. I did call it. And Wayne Shambles. It seems pretty split in terms of you agree with the decision. Well, the 15-yard line here. Cook. Toss out here. He's got some space for the 20. And trucks his way ahead to the 22 before he's brought to by Surtain. You got to think with Buffalo. You've turned over 4 times. You're only down 6. Despite being on the road, turning it over 4 times, playing like crap, you've only down by 6 points. If I were LaFleur, I'm not sure how attractive that job would have been. I think pretty attractive. I think it'd be probably the top one. Because you have the quarterback. You have the players. There's also the idea that if he was fired, do you have a long leash? Because LaFleur had such a high winning percentage. Handoff here's going to get 2 down to the 24-yard line. Who's Grusty? Packers fan. Fan of the year a couple years ago. YouTube streamer who's close to 1 million subs. Payne Denver does have Manicus this week? I don't know if he's got Manicus this week. But if he does, I mean, you can... It's remote. The show's remote, so... How's it going, Nicholas? Appreciate you tuning in. 3rd and 1. Usually this is where they run the QB sneak. They'll do it again here. Allen gets the push. Gets the shove from his fullback, Richie Gilliam, and he'll get the first of the 26-yard line. So the Packers do next year to fix the secondary. Yep, obviously they don't have a first-round pick because he gave it up for Parsons. Right, Sirianni has way more case to be fired, yes. So ball the 26-yard line here. Under a minute to go in the quarter. One at the top of the screen. Man at the bottom is Shakir. They'll motion Hardman to the top. They'll give it again to Cook. Misdirection to the near side. 30, 35, and out at the 39-yard line. 4 straight runs trying to run it down Denver's throats. That'll get 13. And a first down. They don't have to call a play. We'll see if they do. Denver, a top 5 run defense this season. How good was Tim Big Dilfer? He was fine. It was okay. They don't have to call a play. See if we get with a hard count. Cook's going to get a breather. We got a 10er from Gear Trail. Appreciate it, tuning in. Dumb decision to punt there. Kick the field goal, they get by 9 points. You know the risk if they miss with that smile high. The atmosphere makes long distance kicks possible. Appreciate Gear Trail. So I think here's the thing with that. That's one of those where clearly there's a target line. There's very clearly a target line. And which game do you want to get you in the call for it? I'm not sure. I don't think you were, Michael. I don't think you were with me on that one. You laugh at saying him? Yes, I am. Yep. So here's the thing with that play, with the punt. And just let me know which game you want to get you in the call for. I appreciate you, man. When you're kicking the field goal, 58 yards, as long as yours is 57. So I think that's one of those where Peyton and Lutz converse before the game. Because you're warming up before the game. Oh, Michigan, Indiana, get you on. I appreciate you, man. You're conversing before the game. If it was less for the game, probably, yes. If it was less for the game, you try it, yep. So, you watch pregame warm-ups, and biggest disappointment rep us, I can remember, at quarterback? I mean, Jamarcus Russell, yeah. And he was a flame out. And clearly you're talking beforehand. I think Indiana beats Miami. Me too. I think Indiana's just on another level. You're talking beforehand for the game. You watch him warm up. And you have a target line. And you watch him kick and see what he's doing distance-wise. And if you hit it, he hits it regularly, feels comfortable with it, you give him the green light. If not, you don't do it. So I don't think... We didn't see Lutz arguing with Payne on the sideline, if that makes sense. We did not... Also, the Packers bring back Jim Gutekunst coming back as well. Gutekunst comes back as well for the Packers. But we didn't see Lutz arguing with Payne on the sideline. They talk beforehand. Payne's like, okay, depending on which side of the stadium, what yard line do we need to get to? It's a kick. And Lutz probably set a different yard line than what it was. Oh, he's a second for LaFleur guy said it. We'll have to see. But I thought the guy made the would have kicked. Exactly. 100%. You thought you would have made it, you would have kicked. Heffley's current job is with the Packers. He's their defensive coordinator right now. So 23-17 we go to the fourth. The Russell blank tape story. That is comedy gold. You were not wrong there. I'm still shocked that's a real thing that happened. I still can't believe that's a legitimate thing. Feels like it was made for Hollywood. 50% right with the Bills. 50% on the Packers. Or the Broncos, I should say. I just saw Packers in the chat. Winner goes to the AFC Championship. Denver wins, they host. Buffalo wins, it goes to either New England or Houston. Allen, they'll send for low throw, incomplete on the angle route for his tight end, Kincaid. With 3 catches on the touchdown drive. Second down. I appreciate all the donations, guys. You guys have been hot today. I appreciate you guys a ton on that. And no OT tonight, but we will be live tomorrow for OT. And $10 more gets your name on that board, as you see right there. All it takes is one good string of playoff luck to wash the record away. Yep. Well, they switched teams. To be fair, they switched teams. Slam pass that's caught by Shakir to the 50, 45, 40. Space to the 35, 30. Cuts back up the middle. 25, spin move, 20. And he's down at the 17-yard line. Monster grab there for Shakir. Gain of nearly 50 and a first. He's now got 17 catches on 17 targets this postseason. And the Bills are in business. Missed tackle there by Hufanga. Just that 3-step drop, that quick slant. And Buffalo in the red zone. Moving the ball well at the 16-yard line. I formation here. It was the first pass of the drive. Now they go back to Cook. Tries to go through the B gap. And gets about 2 at the 14. 2nd and 8. If blows Miami out, not only is it the greatest run in college football history, it would most dominant title run ever. It'd be up there for most dominant run ever. LSU 2019 was a pretty dominant run. But this would be up there. 2nd down. Yeah, 18 targets, 18 catches this postseason. On the bottom of the screen is Shakir. 2 at the top. Now they're going to motion Samuel to the bottom. Play action. The flat's open for Samuel. Overthrown. Incomplete through his hands. Curtis Samuel wide open in the flat. That was the matchup they wanted. Can't connect. 3rd down. Paris are 11-12 win team with Parsons stacking. Yep, I think so. And straight with Terry, 1 minute on the board. I'll get you on it. Appreciate you. Give me ISU UCF. I'll get you on. I appreciate you, Tom and Sweaty. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Gets to a cool 80. All right. I appreciate that. Tom, let me get you on the board. Get you on. You guys coming hot today. Oh, man. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. We get you on in just a second after this drive. Allen going end zone. Kincaid got him. Mostafanga touchdown. Buffalo in front with the extra point. Had the one-on-one matchup down the near sideline. Buffalo down by 13 midway through the third. Has now scored touchdowns on 2 of their last 3, going 85 yards down the field. What a throw to Kincaid. Josh Allen's made some mistakes today, but when he's in his bag, he is in his bag. The all-important extra point. And Buffalo is in front for the first time this half. So do the Broncos come back? Yep, they do. 14 straight. Where do I keep all the helmets? I must have hundreds. Yep, I have a walk-in closet. Helmets on top of helmets on top of helmets. You have no hope for the Packers after the extension, most likely losing Heffley. Yeah, we'll see how they can replace him. 24-23. Permanent crash now. I don't blame him. You're +3 in turnovers, and you're down by 1. It's what I said. It's what I said. You had a chance to put him away. Had a chance to make it a 3-score game. Didn't do it. Had chances to put him away. Same 11 last week. Yep. Hubert Davis on the hot seat? I think if they go one and done, I think so, yeah. Without Buffalo be on top? Oh, I would have thought. I would have absolutely thought it. I would have absolutely thought Buffalo on top. I said the moment they kicked the field goal. I said the moment it was 4th and 4 and they kicked the field goal. So trying to make it a 3-score game. I said you cannot give Josh Allen this many opportunities. I know he's not playing well, but you can't give him that many opportunities. Blowing the scheme should be a fireable offense. No, you're not firing Sean Payton. Yeah, Denver won 7 teams above 100, scored more than 17 since Payton took over. Although, to be fair, a lot of that, the team was not that good before. 24-23. Okay, I feel a little bit better about losing last week now. Knowing that Josh Allen can still do that. Even when he has brain farts, he can still do that. I feel a little bit better about losing. Now, the thing with the Broncos, you're running it well today. You're running the ball well. Just because you're down by 1, there's still plenty of time. You don't need to abandon the ground game yet. You've got 67 yards rushing on 17 carries. About 4 yards a carry. You can still run it. Especially out the sweep. Mr. Spot has not yet. No, I've not seen the chat since the first quarter. We're not selling for 3 on the opening drive. No, that one I was fine with. That one I was fine. But the third quarter, that was the problem. Think you would see us go outside the family for the next hour? I think they do, yes. Bills nothing, get the ball back and score a touchdown, go for 2. Why? Oh, wait. Yes, go for 2, yes. Yes, I was saying, wait. Yes, making it, yep. Making a 9-point game? Yep, I'm with you on that one. I misread. I was like, wait, they'd be up by 8. Nope, they're up. I was doing the math before with the extra point already factored in, so. Yeah, I agree with you. Making a 9-point game, I'm with you. Kickoff here, fielded at the 5-yard line. Denver going left to right. To the 20, 25. Spin move to the 30 and brought down right around the 32-yard line. And that is where the Broncos will start this drive. Biggest race in dirt? Ooh. Chili Bowl. I've never even heard of that. But with 10 on the Dobbs, it still happen? Yes, I would. I would do 10 on Romeo Dobbs. I think the LED board is better, though. It's easier to read, and it's cool. Yep. It's cool. Yep. There you see it, M. Swinney. There you go. $10 or more gets your name on that board right there. Appreciate all the support so far. On this stream, going to be a fun wild or divisional round weekend. We're going to be live for all 4 games this weekend. So, ball the 32-yard line here. Broncos trailing. They're going to send 4. Nix checks down the flat on the near side, but blown up immediately. R.J. Harvey going nowhere. Matt Milano, the veteran linebacker, on the stop with a tackle down low. 2nd down and 10. Harvey on the flat on the near side. Nix just 3 for 8 this second half. How much cannabis and course these teams consume for the game? All of it. All of it. Yeah, this game plan, I don't know what this game plan is. Just not running it. They've been running it well with the shotgun, running it well with the sweep. Through the top one, but I think we got scared off after that. Here's the sweep play. Harvey cuts up field to the 35. He'll get 3. I was going to say, that's the sweep play that they should have been running before. But it's where Jacksonville was good last time against Buffalo, running to the side. Denver's having success running up the middle against Buffalo. So it's weird how that works out. 3rd and 7. You go 3 and out here, and all of a sudden, Buffalo's got a chance to really strike. 3rd down for the Broncos. 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom, back to his left. They will motion Lil Jordan Humphrey. Son of the bottom of the screen has had a quiet day so far. They're going to send 6. Tip to the line, incomplete. Another tip pass from Buffalo. It's a quick 3 and out. Another tip pass. Been so good at that this postseason. It's Ebenezer again. His 3rd tip pass of the game. The punt here, a quick 3 and out. And that goes into the end zone for a touchback. 65-yard punt, 45 yards of net. Buffalo takes over at the 20. A good chance here, potentially go up by 2 scores. Take a lot of time off this clock. Why Denver abandoned the run? I don't know. That was a mad kick, yep. Oh, I think NFL mode dangerous points more barbaric. Yep. Score attention, go for 2. I'm with you on that one. Road teams are 185 and losing the turnbuckle, like 3 in the playoffs. Yeah, Buffalo's doing a good job of that right now. Deja Vu series, 1 more compared to Super Bowls. I gotta see if the Super Bowl is Deja Vu. If it is, yes, but I have no idea going in. Like, I don't know going into the Deja Vu if it's gonna be. Super Bowl's always a weird time because I have no idea what the video is going to be about on Monday. I have no clue. So 24-23 your score. The Bills get a long drive here. Take a lot of time off the clock, potentially making a 2-score game. We're in a really good spot. Yeah, Buffalo wins this game. The winner of Patriots-Texans will host the AFC Championship. It's New England to be their first appearance, their first hosting first time hosting since 2017 against Jacksonville. First time in since 2018. Houston to be their first time ever. The first time there will ever be an AFC championship in Houston, period. The Oilers never hosted one. But obviously, it's a long ways to go. Denver wins this game. They come back. We know we're going to Denver next week at 3 o'clock Eastern time. And Knicks doesn't look great right now. Broncos and Bills right with a 1 4th quarter team. I don't know about that. They were up by 13. And Buffalo's got the ball. Max Forsberg, appreciate you a ton. Which game do you want? I'll get you on the call for it. With a 287, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you a ton. Which college basketball game do you want me to do? Yeah, I've only had one Super Bowl dumb decision. Yep. Well, I've never had a Super Bowl dumb decision like for a Super Bowl since I've had the channel. Allen, play action. Near side, caught. Kincaid out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Gain of 14 on the near side. That's a first down. Going right back to him after the touchdown earlier. I appreciate you a ton on that one, Max. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much, man. Yes, come on. How with donations today? I appreciate you guys a ton. This community is awesome. You guys are awesome. Limu needs to control himself on the field. Yes, Limu. Whew. Control your emus, boys and girls. Ball to 34. Shakir at the top of the screen. The motion Samuel to the bottom. Hand off to Cook. He's got space to the 40. Cuts to the middle to the 45. And down to the 47. And Buffalo is running all over this top 5 Broncos run defense, despite not doing anything against Jacksonville on the ground last week. Best chance of for either two, they make the Super Bowl? Chicago. For both of Chicago. I appreciate you, Max, on that one. I really appreciate you, man. You know, team looking forward to tomorrow's OT. Yep. Well, tomorrow's OT right after the Bears game. That could be nutty. I'm scared. Tomorrow OT right after the Bears are done playing in the immediate aftermath. Oh, God. Yeah, LaFleur and Gukas get extensions. Not surprised by that. Cook over 100 yards rushing. And was held in check last time against the Jaguars. Just 46 yards on 3 yards of carry. In the flat on the far side, it's Knox to the 45 and out of bounds to the 41. Pushed out of bounds there by Jonah Ellis. And that's a first down in plus territory. Chance who came MVP. It'd be hard with a fumble. It'd be really hard with a fumble to say MVP. But again, like I was saying, Buffalo would just shoot themselves in the foot with turnovers. They were moving the ball every drive. There was not a drive Buffalo was not moving the ball. They were moving it every drive and then just shooting themselves in the foot with turnovers. This is the concern. Ball at the 42-yard line. 2 at the bottom of the screen, 1 at the top. He'll motion Cooks. Hand off again to Cook. Huge hold to 35. And then he loses footing. I don't know what happened there. Brought down to 33. I thought he had a monster hole. Buffalo scored touchdown to go for 2? Yes. I would at least. I thought Cook had a monster hole for a first down. He just stumbled. Not sure what happened there. I want to see that again. They're not showing a replay. But it looked like Cook had a big chance to get a first. They're just dominating the line of scrimmage right now. Gonna call right now, Bills win the game? I think so too. 2nd down and 4. Maybe that revolves from Bears. You did. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Motion time. Toss to the near side. Cook down to the 31. I don't think he's got the first. I think he was taking down the knee hit beforehand. DeAndre Tillman, the former Birmingham Stallion in the UFL, speaking of which, will be live for the UFL this season. He makes the stop for a gain of 3. And they're usually good on the QB sneak here. Pretty much convert every single time on the QB sneak in these short yardage spots. You think they do it here? Let's say, give him the first down. I thought the knee was short. They're going to do a measurement. I think the knee's short. I don't think they got there. Foot on target, what? Yes. Yeah, unless you, like, get a call for, like, a false start or, like, a delay of, or a holding or something like that. But, yeah, 2 plays to get an inch. Remember, so they need to run more? Buffalo for the drop? Yep. And he's right. So let's see. Had to get to the 30. Tillman, knees down to 31. Yeah, I was going to say, he did not get there. He definitely did not get there. Yeah, so now 3rd and 1 after the measurement. It's dumb on Buffalo's part. QB sneak's got the first of the 28, but just, you have to be aware of the situation. You've got the lead. It's dumb on Buffalo's part. There were 25 seconds on the play clock. Why snap it that early? You've got the lead. You've got the lead. He's at the game right now. Kudos at the game right now. You've got the lead. You got a chance to kill some clock. It was here the other day. But you take time off the... You don't go with 25. Either way, you get the first down. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Shakir motions. He's in the backfield now. Orbit to the bottom of the screen. Play action. Fake the give to Shakir. Allen. Seba checks it down. On the drag route goes to Davis. He will get 2 at the 26-yard line. On the far side of the field, taken down by Sternad. Second and 8. 7.5 to go. How much clock can Buffalo churn and how many points can they get on this drive? I'm taking it all the way down. But again, they should have 6:40 left instead of 7 minutes. 1 on the top, 3 at the bottom. Back to his right. Now back to his left is Davis. Cook gets a breather. Allen going to keep it on the read option to the 25. Cuts up the middle to the 23. Bring up 3rd and 5. So it needs to be bad. I think it will. That ball come out? Did that ball come out? Was he down? Yeah. Well, Buffalo's got it either way. Even if he was not down, that ball is recovered by Buffalo. So 3rd and 5. So we'll check, make sure on that one. But Allen keeps on the read option, which is the right call. And I think he was down before. I think the butt was down. By the way, Buffalo recovered the ball. I think the butt was down, and Buffalo did fall on it, so it doesn't matter. It was Spencer Brown who fell on that one. I'm not sure if Allen's butt was... Actually, Allen's butt was not down. He was on top of a leg. He was actually on top of a Bronco defender. We have an injured player for Denver. That's the stoppage. Again, Buffalo recovered the ball. But actually, on second look, that was a fumble. He was not down. He was on top of a player's leg. If you like what you see, folks, like and subscribe. I mean, I was right when I said I was right when I said the Bills. I think the Jags are a better team on paper. The problem is that Josh Allen's just Josh Allen. They're going to take the Bills over the Jaguars as long as they have Josh Allen. 3rd and 5 of the 23. When we get back here, 6.5 to go. Yep, injury timeout. If you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe. Helps the channel a ton. Again, we'll be live later tonight for Seahawks 49ers. I'm going to make that stream public right about now. Let me take care of that. And then I'll link that. But it should redirect automatically if all goes according to plan. Let me link that. Make sure you're here for both games tomorrow and the title game on Monday night, Indiana-Miami. Outside top 5 quarterback, Mahomes, Burrow, Lamar, Stafford. Okay, that's 4. So who's the 5th? You named 4. So something on Jim Kelly. I think it speaks better than Jim Kelly. But I'm confused, John, because you say he's not a top 5 quarterback, but they named 4 quarterbacks. So who'd be the 5th? Enjoy the stream. Appreciate it, C2 man. Yep. We'll see what happens. Who'd be the 5th? Mahomes, Lamar, Burrow, Stafford. Not a type of quarterback. You only need 4. And $10 more gets your name on that board up there. And I'll reset everything for Seahawks Niners. Got the helmets over here. Whoever inspires Seahawks, the Bears, chance against the Bears, and a worse chance against the Rams. I'm with you on that one. I agree with you there. I'll get all that set up in a little bit. I'll link that stream and we'll be good to go. I'll get the emojis in and all that fun stuff in a little bit. Holmes overrated. Sounds good without weapons. He has no weapons right now. They were his best receivers this year. You know, Mayfield's not fit best, no. He did, yes. All right, 3rd and 5 after the injury timeout. Again, Buffalo, I'm taking time off the clock here. 14 on the play clock. They're stepping with 12. That's 30 seconds they've wasted, but Allen going to run for it. He's got the first of the 14-yard line. Gain of 9, running to the far side on the design QB run. But they've left 30 seconds off on the clock. 20 seconds earlier with the QB sneak. 15 seconds there. They've left 30 seconds on the clock. They could have had with 5:40 instead of 6:10. But Buffalo driving. You're not thinking about it yet with timeouts. Not yet with the Broncos. You don't need to do it yet. Fine into the drive and all that. But the clock is starting to get a bit concerning for Denver. Especially if we don't get a stop here. I formation. Cook back in the game. They'll toss it out to the far side. Cook looking for some space. Nothing doing. Thrown down at the line of scrimmage by Roach. No Cook, no problem. Nope. 2 rubber matches. I can see that. Second down. 5.5 to go. A long drive, 6.5 minutes off the clock. To the top, back to his right. Samuel motions to the bottom of the screen. Allen fakes the gift to Samuel. Now we'll go to Samuel, who makes the grab, and even though it's only a yard, that's big because it keeps the clock moving. 3rd and 9. I'm going for 2 on the score. I'm with you on that one. I'm going for 2 as well. 3rd and 9. Big grab by Samuel to keep that clock moving. Even though it only gets a yard. But a couple 3rd down conversions this drive. 7-minute drive. Does Allen have another one in him? 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Back to his right. Buffalo touchdown, 2 of their last 3 drives. Allen snaps it. They're going to send the house. Screen pass, low throw. That hit the ground. Shakir on the grab. He's going to walk in for a touchdown, but I think that hit the ground. I don't think he caught that ball. And he did not. It's a big miss there. Pressure forced the errant throw. They'll have to settle for 3. So Denver, even despite all that, still's got a shot. With 4 minutes and all their timeouts. And that was a forward pass, so it's not like the Panthers-Bucks game where it'd be a fumble. Ball was thrown at the 16, trapped at the 14. Gotta trust how pizza's coming soon. Ooh, all right. Prater on for the kick to make it 17 straight for Buffalo. The Broncos will have a chance to get it back. Last playoff game the Bills had. Bills were trailing with 4 to go. And them getting the ball back. This time, they're leading with the other team getting the ball back. As the field goal is perfect. 27-23. I better pass to that side. Yep. Buffalo score one, gone for 2. Me too. Me too on that one. I've heard good things about Jets. I haven't had Jets pizza, but I've heard good things about it. 27-23. You have all your timeouts. You have to wonder if this is 4-down territory. You have to wonder. As Buffalo's had 3 drives of 7+ minutes. They're running it well. You take this as 4-down territory. With the way Buffalo's running and their long possessions, in fact, they've scored on 3 of their last 4 drives. Right, time going up 1, I got kicking yet. So we have the network destination. I was a bit surprised by it. I was very surprised. Because usually ESPN gets the Saturday game. Kickoff, fielded at the 5-yard line, taken to the 10. 15, 20, 25, and brought down by McLaughlin at the 28-yard line. 4:06. Denver +3 in turnovers. -4 in points scored. Knicks has not been the best this half. Again, you can run the ball. Had success at the middle today in the shotgun. You can run it. You still have time. You are not pressed for time. With all your timeouts, the 2-minute warning, clock stoppage rules at this stage. The Broncos are the master of comebacks this season. They have one more in them. Play action. Knicks stepping up. He's going to look to throw on the run. Fires to the sideline. That is dragging the feet. Did he get it sudden? Quiet game for him until that grab at the 38-yard line. Cortland Sutton drags the feet. 1, 2. That's good. The veteran wideout keeps the feet in on the comeback route over Benford. They'll go quick to the line. They'll send 3. Out route. Caught, gain of 1. Clock's going to continue to run. Adkins on the grab on the near side of the 39-yard line. You want to show some urgency here until you get to about the 30-yard line, I would say. You want to show some urgency. You're not playing this like the final drive until the very end. Both teams all their timeouts. Denver taking their time. 2 at the top of the screen, motioning is Humphrey. 1 at the bottom, back to his left. Now they're going to motion Mims to the top of the screen. Nix, they'll send 5. Swings out to Mims. Can he make a man miss from the open field? He cannot. He cannot make a miss from the open field. Cole Bishop on the stop. Back-to-back checkdowns. Going nowhere. 3rd and 11. You got to show urgency now because you got to get this off. The 2 plays you have, they might have been tipped as well. You got to get the plays up for the 2-minute warning. So you have an extra timeout to work with. Was that tip by Rousseau? It was, yeah. It was. It's not like he's driving a second season now. Not in his second year. They're taking their time, though. There is no urgency being shown. 3 at the bottom, 1 at the top. Back to his left. Nix. Still not 7. Now he does. They'll send 4. Nix, middle of the field. Open! Caught sudden for the second time this drive. Down to the 38. And now you can take your time. Now you can take your time. Because now you don't need this much time. You can treat this like the final drive. Will they call a play? They don't have to. Might see if they end with a hard count, but it doesn't look like they're going to try to. Now a timeout's called. Actually, no timeout. It's an injured player. Injured player for the Broncos is Alex Forsythe, the starting center. So you lose your center. Both teams losing their center, and Sam Mustipher, the backup center. Obviously you don't want to see the center go down. The only good thing is that it happened now with 2:13 and a running clock, because what that means, besides A, you don't have to burn a timeout, but B, you can get more reps in with the center because you have the 2-minute warning to work with. It's the only, I don't want to say good thing, but timing-wise, it's not the worst thing. Compared to after the 2-minute warning where you wouldn't get as many opportunities to do it and you have to burn a timeout. They'll take this down to the 2-minute warning, you figure. No reason to snap it. I let Nix just get more reps with Mustipher. Yeah, I wonder V-dub on that one. I do wonder. Yeah, clock stop. Yeah, it's going to be just injury timeout. They're going to take it down to the 2-minute warning. They're not going to call a play. I don't think you call a play here. Maybe with a hard count, but I'm not calling a play. 204, 203. I'm not snapping it here, and they are not. Nope. Not snapping it. Give Nick's credit. He has been amazing what Denver needs to do. Yeah, it's not like team performance. Though Tebow looked good against the Steelers. To be fair, Tebow looked very good against the Steelers. Which match would be funnier? Oh, Bills Pats would be funnier. The Bills lose. Probably fire McDermott. Best chance to have unless he got sent up a coach. Yeah. I don't think he's going to get fired, though. 27-23. Introduce a rule where if you were down by either 4 70-score touchdowns in the last 2 minutes, you have to go for 2. Ooh. And now the question becomes for Buffalo. When do you take your timeouts? You want to give Josh Allen as much time as possible to get the ball back. The first 3 games last weekend, the team leading at the 2-minute warning lost all 3 of them. Jacksonville let the 2-minute warning against Buffalo last week, and Buffalo won. Denver, 12 comebacks this season. Or they know to beat left way overtime. That's true. MSU territory? Yes. Absolutely. MSU Wi-Fi? Yeah, MSU Wi-Fi is pretty good. Ball at the 40 again. Buffalo's got to start thinking about timeouts themselves because Denver does not need 2 minutes with all their timeouts to go 40 yards. They just don't. It's the reality of the situation. You're up by 4. Which means I'm calling timeout on any running clock here. Even if you go 3 and out, Denver has to burn their timeouts. Even if you go 3 and out, because you're at 4, Denver then needs to score a touchdown with about a minute left. Down the length of the field. Especially with mile high altitude. With how far I can boom it. Where it's Spears are playing, that's big. That's big for the Niners. He basically dared them to go 80 yards in a minute. It's more important for Buffalo to have timeouts. If Denver gets one more first down, not sure I do it yet, but if Denver gets one more first down, I would start taking the timeouts. Because Denver doesn't need them. Not yet, at least. But this is why you save your timeouts until the 2-minute warning on both sides. It's exactly why you do it. So you don't burn timeouts willy-nilly in the second half. Yeah, exactly correct. Yep, you have to count for the fact that Broncos score a touchdown, Bills only field goal to force overtime. Yep. Wait, no, I'm not talking about for the Broncos calling timeout. They don't need the time. Broncos, you're treating this like the last drive. Buffalo, the question is Buffalo taking timeout. Ball the 38-yard line here. And new center in Mustafa. One the top, one the bottom. Like Tom wants to Tebow alone, that should keep me on the Hall of Fame. Yep. Play action. Nix flushed out. He'll look to throw on the run, just throws away incomplete. What would a pain dumb decision be here? I would say a pain dumb decision would look like the Broncos get the ball in a goal-to-go spot, and then he takes a timeout right away. That'll be a dumb decision. Bills come out with 13 seconds. It's their year. Obviously, 4-down territory here for Denver. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. With this little time and where you are on the field. 2nd and 10. 2 at the bottom of the screen, 2 at the top, back to his left. The sun is setting in Denver. As it's setting on the Broncos season, they'll send 4. Nick, slam pass, that's caught. Sutton at the 31-yard line. 3rd and 3. Not calling timeout yet on either side, but I am going urgent if I'm Denver, just to get the first. No timeout by either side. I'm okay with it for now. Third and 4. 3 grabs for Sutton this drive. Jets are Bills' most heartbreak. Bills. Heartbreak? Yeah. I mean, the Jets haven't really had a chance for heartbreak. Taking their time. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Again, time 9 issue for the Broncos in terms of getting down the field. Back to his right. Now he's going to motion Beatty over. Nix run the similar play that Josh Allen ran earlier in the game. He's going to get the first and slides down to 26. We'll see who bites first on the timeout. It's a game of chicken right now. Game of 7. We saw Josh Allen on 3rd and 5 last drive run that same play. I haven't eaten today? Oh, that's not good. Payne upstairs to kick a field goal, yeah. Ball the 26-yard line for the Broncos. And now it becomes a game of chicken in terms of timeouts. I would think Denver took that one. They did. They'll have 2 left. But now, because they took a timeout, this is the final drive. When does Buffalo call? I call them immediately. Now I call them immediately. Because now Denver has said this is the final drive. By calling that timeout, that was the right call to take timeout. By calling that timeout, you've said this is the last drive of the game. Buffalo should take timeout on anything, any play here that is middle of the field. They should call timeout at this point. 2 to the top, 1 bomb, back to his right. They're going to send 5. Now a 6. Knicks, end zone, 1-on-1, caught! Marvin Mims! Wait, did he complete the process? Hang on a second. They're going to say yes for the moment. He's holding his back. Did he hang on? Did they complete the process? Let's double check this. Mims, 1-on-1 coverage. 1, 2. Yeah, he's good. He's good. Lost the ball at the very end. He got it. 1, 2. Yep, he's in. He's in. They lost at the very end after holding on his back. He got it. You're not going for 2. Too much time left around. That's the concern. I think it's a catch. Now, it could be the Dez Bryant play. It could be the Dez Bryant with that extension of the ball afterwards. 1, when does he have control? I think he's got the whole way, but it does move a little bit to get to his fingertips. Yeah, across the play. Yeah, that's easy. It does move a bit to get to his fingertips. I think he got it. I think it's a catch. Go for 2? No, you're not going for 2. Yeah, you keep it at a 3-point game. Ben with $1. Appreciate you a ton. I appreciate you a ton on that one, man. Yeah, they confirm it. Touchdown. They confirm it. Extra point right down the middle. But Josh Allen's going to have time. Plenty of time, actually. Some might say too much time. That's right, was for the catch heroes. Yep. 55 seconds to 13 seconds. 1, 2, and yep, Marvin Mims. There have been so many heartbreaking playoff losses for Buffalo over the years. Bo Nix delivers a strike. One-on-one coverage. Buffalo took the lead inside 2 minutes last time against Jacksonville. This time Buffalo, with the lead inside 2 minutes, loses it. In a wild start to the divisional round. Against Seahawks Niners after this, if this goes OT, won't be on Seahawks Niners until this game is done. Just keep that in mind. Bills have all their timeouts. Matt Prater, his old stomping grounds. His longest kick this year, though, 41 years old, is 52 yards. Now, he is 2 years removed from hitting a 62-yarder with Arizona. But Buffalo has not made a kick longer than 52 yards all season. This one, fielded at the 5 down the near sideline to the 10, 15, 20, 25, and brought down the 27. Hardman on that one. All right. Here's the moment. Josh Allen usually does not get a chance to respond in these moments. He's got a chance to respond here. If this holds Denver 50 seconds away from their first playoff game, it is RFK, yep. From their first playoff win in a decade. One at the top, or two at the top, two at the bottom. Back to his right is Cook. They'll motion the tight end Kincaid over. Allen, they'll send 4. Allen, pressured, has to get rid of it. He's going to run for it. Shovel pass, that's caught! Allen on the shovel pass, makes the grab. Kincaid gets the first, and Buffalo burns their first timeout. What a play by Josh Allen. On the run, shovel pass across his body to find the open tight end. He back? I'm not sure if Albert's coming back. Personally, I could like his longest year is 52. He's getting up there in age. Did he get the first? I might be a yard shy. Still a gain of 9. Everything gets you a little bit closer. Might be a yard shy. Yeah, man, Houston falling. I have the Texans winning. That Texans defense is so good. I hope the Pats win, but I think the Texans defense is really good. I think the Texans win that game. I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong on that one. Second and 1. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Back to his right. For that gain of 9. You figure to have a shot, you need at least 24 more yards. Now 2 in the backfield. Shakir in motion. They'll send 4. Allen, clean pocket. Far sideline. Has him. Back shoulder caught. And gets out of bounds. Brandon Cooks. Coverage there by Riley Moss, but a great back shoulder throw. I think he got the foot in bounds. What are they going to say? 1. Well, the knee's in bounds, but the elbow might have been out before the knee. Did he drag that foot? The wrist is out. I don't think that's a catch. That's a heck of a throw, heck of an effort to get by Moss. 1, the knee is down, but the wrist is out of bounds beforehand. You call a deep shot here, then 4th down, you go QB sneak. And then you call a timeout. On the top, to the bottom, back to his right. Allen. They got the Broncos to jump. They got the Broncos to go in the neutral zone. It's a free 5 yards. That's massive. Besides the fact that it's a new set of downs, now if you throw an incomplete pass, 4th and 1, you figure QB sneak, and you have to burn a timeout, even if you get it. But the neutral zone, free 5 yards. Jonathan Cooper. He jumped, and Buffalo responded. Spencer Brown got it. So now ball to 41. And Bills going right to left. 37 seconds to go. In regulation. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. 9 on the play clock. Knox down the backfield, so you got 3 wide with Cook to his right and Knox to his left. They'll send 4. Allen looks, middle of the field. Coleman, not on the same page. From a tight window there, too. Really tight window there. Some second down. Not going to be looking at the chat until this one's over, unless there's a donation, because it gets spin to the top. Just don't want to get spoiled. So, pressure forced the off-balance throw. Pressure up the middle there by Zach Allen. Coleman to the top of the screen. 4 wide, back to his right. 32 seconds. Allen takes it. They'll send 4. Quick little slant pass. Shakir, hook and ladder. It works perfectly. Davis to the 45-40. Davis cannot get out of bounds, but that gets him in field goal range. And the Bills will call their second timeout. They all hook and ladder. Shakir on the slant, pitches it to Davis, and Davis gets a block by Knox on Surtain. So they got some more yards there, get him in range. Trickeration. The block by Kincaid, not Knox. My apologies on that one. Buffalo 1 timeout, but they are in range. Be a 49-yard try to get nothing else. Josh Allen, again, usually in these games, he doesn't get a chance to respond when the defense falls apart. This time he does. Ball to 32. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Allen takes it. They'll send 4. Allen, deep shot, end zone, 1-on-1, incomplete, looking for Cooks. Coverage by Moss. And Moss has been called for the most DPIs of any cornerback in football this year. They've been targeting him a lot this drive down the sideline, those 1-on-1 matchups. No call there. Maybe a little bit of grabbing of the arm. I'm not sure that was catchable. Second down. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom, back to his left. Denver is 2 times if they want to get their defense sorted out. Tony, anything in the chat? You might have a miracle. Yep. The hook and ladder there. Allen snaps it. They're going to send 4. Allen, middle of the field, off the hands of Shakir. And that's the first time all postseason that Allen has targeted Shakir and it has not resulted in a completion. Dicey play there, though, is Shakir, if it goes off your hands like that and goes up in the air, you never know with that. That could result in a pick. 3rd and 10. You have your timeout if you're Buffalo. If this goes OT, Seattle Sanford, I'm not going to be streaming that until this game is done. I won't go 2 at once. Empty backfield here. A motion Cooks. They're going to send 4. Allen. Looking. Avoids the sack. Middle of the field. Overthrown. Had Knox. Would have been a gain of 30. Had Knox on the deep crosser. And Allen's been good this stride, but I want to have that one back. Knox was open. That could have been 6. Knox got behind. 50-yard try for Prater. The former Bronco kicker at his old stomping grounds. 20 for 22 on the season. Denver will call a timeout. They'll ice him. One left. The Bills at a field goal for the playoffs. What could go wrong? Tyler Bass missed wide right against the Chiefs. Wide right 1, Scott Norwood. Wide right 2, Tyler Bass. Will we see wide right 3? Or will we have our first OT game of this postseason, the first one since Super Bowl 58? 50 yards for the tie. The 41-year-old veteran. It's been money all season. And he is money on that one. No shades of Norwood or Bass there. The field goal is good. And barring anything crazy, we're going to overtime. And again, Bills, Broncos, once this game is done, we'll do Seahawks, Niners, so I can do two games at the same time. We will not do 2 at the same time. Never clutch with the lines. Yeah, he was automatic. He's got it there. 30-all. We've seen many good OT games in this stadium before. 2011, the wild card game against Pittsburgh. The Tebow slam pass to the lake right to Demarius Thomas. 2012, the last double OT game in playoff history. This stadium has hosted some classics in OT. Might got another one here. Time for overtime. They still keep playing. It's 15-minute overtime period. 5 seconds. Kickoff here. I just boot this one out. Why even give him a chance to return? They're going to at the 5 to the 10. They're just going to kneel it at the 16. No chances there. We'll play for overtime. Rules for OT are a little bit different in the playoffs compared to the regular season. Still the same in terms of each team gets possession. The difference, though, is that, well, number one, it's a 15-minute OT period, not a 10-minute OT period. So we play 15, not 10. Number two, with that is, how's it going, John? Number two is that the end of OT, the first OT, is treated like the end of the quarter. It is not treated like a regular season game. It's not treated like the end of the half. So you can still continue your drive after 15 minutes. It's treated like a quarter change. I just think we're dumb. No, it works. It can work. I have a tiebreaker. Why would we want a tiebreaker procedure for no? Okay, just keep playing. Keep playing. Yeah, 15-minute OT. Obviously, can't end in a tie. Clock at 0 does not mean anything. It only means something if we go to double overtime. You call it 2 more in the OT, and it is. All right. Obviously, there's some strategy in terms of the coin toss. Do you choose to accept or defer? If you accept, you get that third possession. If you defer, you don't know what you need. Or you accept, you don't know what you need, but you do get that extra possession. Hardest way to look at my own team? Yep, it's crazy. The last 2 overtime games played at this stadium and in the playoffs. One of the longest OT games ever. And the shortest OT playoff game ever. Demarius Thomas took about 15 seconds off the clock. And then the double OT game against the Ravens. The Mile High Miracle. Remember, these are the new OT rules. They changed the rules for the playoffs. And now for the regular season, they changed the rules after Buffalo's last overtime playoff game against the Chiefs back in 2021, the 13-second game. Browns owner Sunadinsky. I'm confused because he's 30 years old and he has no play calling experience. He's a bit too young. Now Ford out to serve for the extension. I get it. I get it. Only Sean McDermott and go for it at the end of the half. Yeah, a lot would change. Buffalo wins the toss. Buffalo has won the toss. Some confusion over what to do. I take the ball first. Me too. They're going to kick. How's it going, Hippo? Appreciate you tuning in. Let's tackle Dynasty in it last because Blake Bortles was the quarterback. Deferring is a move. I think kicking's the move. I mean, I think receiving's the move. I want the ball first. I want the ball first because I want that extra possession. I want the extra possession. Again, we're not going live. And how's it going, Tom? We're not going live for Seahawks Niners until after this game is done. So just keep that in mind. Seahawks Niners will start that stream after this is done. I will not do 2 games at once. We'll go live after that's done. It will automatically redirect you to the Seahawks Niners stream. So just keep that in mind. We'll go live for Seahawks Niners at the conclusion of this game. We will stay the entire way here. We will not do 2 at once. I will keep you updated, obviously, on what's happening in Seahawks Niners. I will keep you updated on that, but we will not be going live for that until this is done. That starts at 8. They might postpone it to 8:10. I can see it. What a crazy game. You're not wrong with that one. We'll get delayed. Probably about like 10 minutes. Will I change the helmets? Yeah, you'll see me change the helmets. Yep, you'll see me change that. Broncos Allen get a touchdown if needed. If you allow nothing, only to field goal. That's fair. 8:22? I thought it was 8. I thought we were going to start that one at 8. I mean, 8:22, that'd be fine then. I thought it's an 8 o'clock start. Fox safe team right now? Oh, they're screwed. It's like, really? We got hosed by not getting a Sunday game, and then we have to deal with this? A Bronco game running into OT? Preempting people from watching a 49ers game in the playoffs? Which happened earlier in 2012? All right, appreciate all you guys saying. Don't know what the point of the coin toss is. Any more teams want to go second anyways? No, that's not true. That's not true at all. Jaguars went first both times. Jaguars want to go first. The Jaguars played OT twice this year. They went first. So... Start of overtime. Again, touchdown does not end the game. 15 minutes on the clock. 76% of you riding with the Bills. Sunday 4:30 winning worse than Sunday 3 o'clock? Yes. Then once you see it, all right, gotcha on it. Kickoff, field at the goal line, taken out. The 20. Broncos going left to right. Mims, who had the touchdown earlier. To give the Broncos 3-point lead, he'll take it out. They'll be starting inside their own 30-yard line. Broncos start with the ball. That's awesome. With the Lady S6. That's awesome, that one. Always advocate the road team gets to choose where the kicker receiver to start. They do the opposite second half? That'd be interesting. For experience of Buffalo? Could be, yep. Could be. Chiefs Harris will expose that. Smartest thing is a kick. I mean, the defense was gassed. I get why they kicked. The defense was gassed. Or why they received. The defense was gassed in that one. Right, ball the 28-yard line. 1 the top, 2 the bottom. Troutman motions back to his right is Harvey. Nix. Taking in the gun. Bill's showing blitz. They're going to send 5. He'll go out route behind his man, but still caught. Dangerous throw, but Colin's son on the far side of the 39-yard line. Quiet day for him until about 4 minutes left, in which, at that point, he has been explosive. Cole Bishop looked like he had a shot to potentially bat that one or pick that off. Rousseau dropped back in coverage too. So the NFL's king, yep. This is why. I do love it. The AFC is a 3 tomorrow. Yep. They changed it from 1 and 4 to 3 and 6. They changed it for a few years now. I like it. Fair for the West Coast. 2 at the bottom of the screen, 2 at the top. Setting goes to the top of the screen. Back to his right is Harvey once again. Ball at the 39-yard line. Nix takes it. They'll send 4. Slam pass. Dropped. Sutton. Too far out in front. Trey White on the coverage. Might have gone away with an offside on Joey Bosa, but no call. Second down. It's a throw. It's a catch that normally Sutton makes. Been a few drops today by these Bronco receivers. I can confirm Seahawks game will start at 8:10. Yeah, pick 6 on the game. Yep. It's for the game clock in overtime. If it goes 30 minutes. Yeah. So Seahawks game is an 8:10 start time. Second down, screen pass to the near side. It's Mims, bottled up. He's going to lose 2. Johnson on the stop. 3rd and 12. Triple OT, if that happens, treat it like halftime. Double OT, the end of it's treated like halftime at that point. 3rd and 12. The 8 offensive score ends the game. Part of the beauty of going second is you know what you need. The Bills might know what they need. I'm going to get the butt. 3 at the top, 1 on the bottom, back to his right. Nick's in the gun. They're going to send 5. Corner blitz with White. Nick's on the run. Low throw. Hit the ground. Sutton the target. Can't hang on. And the Broncos have to punt. And now all you need is 3. Not the best throw there. Bit low. Now you have to punt it away and trust your defense. Buffalo knows exactly what they need. And they got a surefire kicker in Matt Prater all season. I don't put that one on Sutton. The first one I put on Sutton. That one I don't put on Sutton. The punt here. Gets it away. This one fielded. Takes a bounce out of bounds to the 5-yard line. That's a perfect punt by Croshaw, the 6th-round pick. They drafted a punter for that exact reason. 58 yards, no return. The bad news for Denver, 3-point sense. The good news, Buffalo starting inside the 5-yard line. If Buffalo does not score here, at this point, its next score wins. Last time the Bills played an OT playoff game, Josh Allen did not get a chance to touch the ball. The Chiefs went right down the field. Got the win. They changed the rules. He gets a chance now at the 7-yard line. I formation, 1 at the bottom of the screen. The motion. Harmon to the bottom. Handoff, nothing doing. Jonathan Cooper on the stop. 2nd down. Josh Allen has never won an overtime game in his career. Twice in the playoffs. To the Texans. And to the Chiefs. Again, they're not getting a chance to touch the ball. But still, not successful in OT. 1 at the top. 2 at the bottom, including Knox in motion. Back to his right is Cook. Allen takes it. They're going to send 4. Allen in his own end zone. Steps up, avoids the sack. Pump fake. He's going to take off and run for it. And will be brought down the 12-yard line, down the near sideline. Taken down by Cooper. 3rd and 5. The Broncos went 3 and out on their opening drive of OT. Bills looking to avoid the same fate. Again, this is the danger of kicking the ball to start instead of receiving, is that you don't get that extra possession. You know what you need, but you don't get that extra possession. It's a interesting conundrum with that. I just realized I missed a lot with the chat. But yeah, I'm not looking at the chat until we get a break of the action. 3 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Allen, they're only going to send 2 with the spy. Allen stepping up. He's going to throw on the run open. Caught Kincaid at the 25-yard line on the near side. Ofonga on the stop. They only send 2 plus a spy. They dropped everyone else in coverage. Dared Allen to use his arm and dare these Bills guys to get open. And Kincaid just finding it on the deep in route. First down, Buffalo. First down for either side of this OT period. At the very least, you get some breathing room on the punt. You don't get anything here. I formation, 1 at the top of the screen. The give to Cook up the middle. He's going to get 3 as he keeps the legs moving before he's brought down by Tillman at the 28-yard line. 2nd and 7. Oh, they changed sides. Yep. I'm going to buy a new car. Oh, that's awesome. That'd be a heck of a gift. Be a heck of a GIF hip clip. 2nd and 7. And my stream was a bit behind, so I'm not looking at the chat unless there's a break in the action or a donation because I can spin to the top of the screen. I'll get to everything in just a little bit. 2nd and 7. Once again in the I formation. They have now moved back the kickoff of the Seahawks game. They have moved it back. The NFL has pushed the kickoff back to 8:20. It was 8:10. It is now being pushed back to 8:20. Timeout Denver. They'll have 2 left. Their defense gets a bit of a breather. Since they beat Iowa State, yep. So you get a bit of a breather now. They push it back to 8:20. Yes, ask question twice? Yes. Yes, go for it, yep. In chat, I'm not really looking a whole lot with that. They push the kickoff back 10 minutes. Well, I got a last round. I got my hammer last night. Wow, that's quite the night. You're breaking the action here. Now we're back underway. 2nd and 7. One at the top, one at the bottom. Cook in the backfield. They'll motion the tight end over Hawes. Allen, pressure on the blind side to take off. Throws it, shovel pass. It's caught by Cook, and Cook will get nothing. Risky play, too, with a shovel pass there. It worked earlier with Kincaid. That's a little bit risky because that could be a fumble. That was going backward. That was forward by about half a yard. Cook able to grab it. Nothing doing. 3rd and 7. They're 1 for 1 on 3rd down this OT period. Back to his left is Ray Davis. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Shakir lines up in the slot. Coleman lines up at the bottom of the screen, close to the sideline. They're going to send 6. Allen, screen pass. Davis, looking for some space to the 30. 35 gets the first. At the 36 on the far side. Singleton takes him out, but a gain of 8. And a first down. Davis was lined up to his left, moves over to the right, and just chips off of Jonathan Cooper. Gets free. And then a block by Kincaid, able to force Locke out of the play, giving Davis the space at the 36-yard line. Buffalo's had 3 7-minute drives this game. Long drive here. 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom. Cook in the backfield. They'll snap it with 1. Toss out to Cook. He'll get nothing on the far side of the field. DJ Jones on the stop. 2nd and 10. Get the horse after offensive play. Incomplete. I'm not crazy with the incomplete chant. I'm crazy with that one. 2nd and 10. Yeah, Buffalo wins this thing. Their 3rd appearance in the AFC Championship under McDermott and Josh Allen. Broncos win their first playoff win since 2015. Super Bowl 50. 1 on the top, 3 at the bottom. Back to his right. Now Cook lines up as the H-back. Empty backfield. Allen takes it. They're going to send 5. Allen, middle of the field. Out route, low throw, incomplete. Would have got him in field goal range. McCall Hardman. He was open. Not a good throw by Allen. Not a good throw by Josh Allen. Can't blame Hardman on that one. That was a low throw. Hardman was wide open on the out route on the far side, on the near side of the field. Hardman couldn't haul it in. Low throw. Hardman could not survive the ground. Got to lead him out in front there. 3rd and 10. Bills 2 for 2 on 3rd down. Can they make it 3 for 3 and keep this Bronco defense on the field? And next score wins. Allen in the gun. They're going to send 6. Drops back. Has time. Deep shot. 1-on-1. Intercepted at the 20-yard line. It's picked off by McMillan. Basically an arm punt, but the Broncos will take over after forcing their 5th turnover of the game. Man, is that bad throw to Hartman looming large now. One-on-one. Brandon Cooks. Cooks came down with it initially, then stolen away by McMillan. That was not a bad throw. That was not a bad throw. That's actually a perfect throw in that spot. Is that a catch? I don't think it is. I think McMillan got there. I think he yanked it out. And tie goes to the receiver. Initial call was pick. Cooks came down with it at first. They're ball fighting. I think I got to keep that as a pick. Oh, man. That's not on Allen. That throw was not on Josh Allen. Can't blame him there. It is Bronco ball. Next score wins. Ball to 20. One at the top, three at the bottom. Denver going left to right. And now time is called. Again, Allen's made some mistakes today. Can't blame him on that one. That was a perfect throw to Cooks. Just got stripped away from him. That's not on Allen. Buffalo will call timeout. This play is going to be talked about for a while. The Bills do not win this one. It's only called going to get deep like that. I mean, he had the matchup, had the one-on-one matchup. I mean, that's a good throw. I mean, that's not on Josh Allen. It's a great move by McMillan. Again, the Seahawks game is starting in 16 minutes. We will go live for that once this game is done. It will redirect automatically, but click that link above just in case. Wait, double OT? Oh, man, that'd be nuts. No, it's not a drop. Yeah, just from Milling replay. Go to the first ever OT2. We've gotten OT2 before. We've gotten that before. Broncos had. The last one, OT2, was Broncos-Ravens. At the same stadium. One of the top three at the bottom, back to his right. Screen pass to the near side. Swings out to Mims. Mims looking for some space. But will be thrown down after a gain of 3 at the 23-yard line. Shaq Thompson on the stop. Yeah, if you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. Every donation gets you on the board. If $10 or more, gets you on that LED board. 2nd and 7. Right, they can't challenge, right. Right, you can't challenge an OT. There are no challenges in OT. 2nd down. 1 at the top. 2 at the bottom. Back to his right. Nix in the gun. Motion. Humphrey closer to the line. They're going to send 4 this time. Nix has time. Fires in the flat. Harvey jukes inside. Makes a man miss. Stays on his feet. 35, 40, 45 and out on the near sideline. At the 47-yard line. Taken out by Lewis. But would have been a gain of 3. Turns into a gain of over 23. And the Broncos in business. Again, next score wins. Makes a couple of miss. The Milano makes him miss. The juke move inside. Ball near midfield. 6.5 to go in the first OT period. All you need is 3. Listen, Broncos running team on the radio. You can tell none of them know the OT rules. Oh, man, that's nuts. Next, they'll send 5. Deep shot, far sideline. Tight coverage, no flag. Looking for Humphrey. Broken up on the play by Benford. 2nd and 10. Not a lot of flags this game as of late. Was a jersey tug. Slight jersey tug, but they're not going to call that. For a long time, I thought the OT period ended. We have the kickoff for the 2nd. No, yeah. It's like a quarter change. So we're a little quarter change. 2nd and 10. 6:09 to go in the first OT. Stoppage here. A timeout called by Buffalo. They'll have 1 left. 2 timeouts burned by Buffalo on this defensive drive. No flag on that one, yep. Let's do deep leg still. Well, they bypassed the 58-yard field goal. They did bypass a 58-yard field goal earlier in the game. Again, Seahawks Niners starting in 13 minutes. We'll be live for that after this game is done. Second and 10, 6:09 in the first OT. Next score wins. We're not doing the Niners game until this one is done. I'll keep you updated on that one, obviously, if it does overlap. I won't do it until it's done. Second down, 3 at the top, including Troutman. 1 at the bottom, back to his right is Harvey. Troutman line up closest to the top of the screen. Nix will take it. They're going to send 4. Nix, deep shot. One-on-one looking with Johnson on the coverage, and that's a flag for PI. Sutton, the target. There's the flag on Teron Johnson. Now, was it defensive holding, illegal contact, or PI? We know it's on Buffalo. It's going to get him in field goal range. Let's see. And Johnson talking with the referee, trying to plead his case. And yeah, he's holding the arm. Personal foul for roughing the passer. That'll get declined. So there's a penalty either way. Yeah, that's a clear roughing the passer on Bosa. So even if there's no PI, and there was, he held the arm. Easy call. Even if there was no PI, that's an easy roughing. Bosa delivered a shot in the back well after Nix got rid of that ball. And now you're in field goal range. Be a 53-yard try from here. 6:04 to go. Another Buffalo season ending in heartbreak, potentially. Ball at the 36-yard line. McDermott and Allen could go 0-3 in OT in the playoffs. Nick's just going to run it. He's going to lose, too. So we're trying to get on that hash mark. But Knicks will lose 2 of the 38 running into the far side. A very similar play that they ran earlier. No one hates you, Miss Doug. No one hates you. No one hates you on that one, Miss Doug. 2nd and 12. Will now be a 56-yard field goal. Once as long as 57. So you're in range, but it's not a gimme by any means. In the pistol is Harvey. Play action. Knicks will take it. Going deep. Floats it up. Has a step. Dropped. But a flag for PI. Trey White might have made contact beforehand on Marvin Mims. Trey White might have made contact. And Allen's on the bench. He knows it. Allen knows it. Pass interference. Move it up to the 5. And now it's a chip shot. Let's see. There was contact. Yep, he tackled him. There was contact. There was contact. I'll ask him next game. No, right now, but I'll ask him next game. Let's get him back in. 1st and goal at the 5. There was contact. That's the right call. At this point, just get on whatever hash you want it on. Knicks, they'll center it at the 11-yard line. And now they'll bring Lutz on. 27 yards. Get this. The AFC Championship goes through Denver. There is a flag on the play. Might be for the late hit afterwards. Knicks took a shot after he took a knee. Might be for that. It's Buffalo losing their composure right now. Unsportsmanlike conduct on White. He slammed his helmet to the ground. Yeah, you can't do that. Right in front of the ref. I mean, can't be doing that. And White had a great game last week. Phenomenal game against Jacksonville. He was the guy that broke up the pass intended for Myers that resulted in the game-winning interception. The field goal just got a little bit easier. White, the hero last week, the GOAT this week. From 22 yards out, 24 to be exact, right down the middle in terms of the hash mark. Timeout called by Buffalo. They'll ice him. Josh Allen about to drop to 0-3 in overtime. Not his fault. Again. Cooks could have hauled that ball in. He got yanked away by McMillan at the last second. And the defense collapses down the stretch. Missed tackles, PIs, lost composure. Another run. Another year where you wonder, what if? Bills are in the playoffs every year since 2019. Nothing to show for it. It's be 7 straight playoff appearances without going to the Super Bowl. Barring a miracle. From 24 yards out, Denver is going to the AFC Championship. Lutz is clutch on the chip shot. And for the first time since February of 2016, the Denver Broncos have won a playoff game, and they are 60 minutes away from the Super Bowl. And we will see you in Denver next Sunday at 3 o'clock Eastern Time. Wiley with the... I don't know what currency it is. I appreciate you a ton on that one. I don't know why I didn't see that. I appreciate you a ton on that one. Bill sent scrambling in 7 fourth quarter. Yep. I'm not great. I don't know what currency that is. I appreciate you a ton on that one. YL45. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I appreciate you a ton on that one. Appreciate you a ton. Means a lot to me. Thank you so much, YL, for that one. Appreciate you a ton there. Yeah, they're not going to stop in the fourth quarter. Nope. New pick, Rams. New pick is the Rams. Pass interference, yes. There was tackling beforehand. There was a tackle before. Absolutely pass interference. White tackled him before. The Broncos are moving on. All right, on that note, I will see you guys at Philippine Pacers. All right, let me do the math on that one. We have never gotten that before. I appreciate that a ton on that one. What does it come out to? 84 cents. Appreciate you a ton on that one. Appreciate you a ton. Yeah, White fell apart at the end. Yep. Well, got screwed. Had the ball, was down. The Broncos player took the ball. No, that was the right call. That was the right call. Game bad PR for Seattle. How? How's it bad PR for Seattle? All right, so I'm going to get everything set up for the next game. We'll see you guys in about 5 minutes. It'll redirect automatically. So stars, click link above to join that one. Broncos win. They're going on to the AFC Championship for the first time since 2015. See you guys in just a little bit.